afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody out there, YouTube land. This is Moz coming to you with another episode of Moz's Toy Box, Toy Photography Talk. Today we have with us a very special guest, Pablo. And I don't know where everybody else is. I know I had to move the show back an hour because my new work schedule has been just kind of bumping up against my show time, and I just don't want to come home in a frantic panic. So anyway, with that being said, let's get Pablo in here, say hi to him, and then let's say hi to the chat. Pablo!
What's going on, everybody?
What's going on? We're doing this? All right. Dude, man, my first day, or not my first, but yesterday, it got really cold, and I had to work in the back most of the day, and I came in there with my red t-shirt, and I was like, it is cold as hell in here. So I had to buy a long sleeve shirt because you have to wear a red.
Right.
And this is the long sleeve shirt I bought.
Nice.
I was like, I have to buy something.
Oh, that's a nice one. I saw
Yeah,
that
it is.
movie
I was
last
like,
night, actually.
I'll do that. I haven't seen the movie yet, though.
Yeah, I saw it last night.
Yeah, let's say hi to Eddie Rodriguez, who wasn't first, but he's right there. Good evening. How are you doing tonight, sir?
What's going on, Eddie? Casper.
Good having you here. Good having you here. And of course, Casper Corner, who was first tonight. We didn't have Noble Young. I don't know where he went. But how you doing, Caspers? Great seeing you, man. Thanks for being here. Awesome. Mike, I know, is not going to make it. He is down with the sickness. We'll say that right now. He's down and out. So we're all praying for him to get through this, get better, make it through. And then we may or may not have Loco Lou tonight. He expressed interest, but he's the three-legged tripod or something. Tripod daddy.
Tripod daddy. Yep, tripod daddy.
And with those guys, they don't always have everything they need to function up here. So it's all down there, and the forgetful. Those kind of things.
Yep.
Harry, we're not going to see actually for the rest of the month. He's been working. So, according to Harry, he's working every Tuesday. So, but right now it's Pablo and I think that's great coverage. So we're going to do that. And Pablo, we're going to start with mine because I want to talk about it some more.
Yes.
I want to talk about it because I'm really happy with it. And I wanted to go over some of this stuff. I gotta remove that, and then do that. I talk to myself all the time. It's fun.
We all do. Well, at least I do too. So.
Yeah. So there's the picture I did. It's really small because that's the way it works. I'm just kidding. So in honor of God of War, what's up, Rins Tolentino, who did this awesome piece of Baldur from the first God of War, by the way. I saw that piece, man. That's great. But yeah, I haven't shot anything all week, and then last night, finally something strikes me. I'm like, you know what? I have this statue from the collector's edition, from the 2018 game. Let's see if we can do something with that. 6 scale Steve, what's going on, buddy?
Going on 6 scale.
But so this is the statue. These two figures here, this statue, and as well as their victims. This here is some 3D printed skulls that I did when I did my Terminator shot. I just wanted to kind of fill the foreground and background a little bit because there was a table here. You would see a table if I didn't put this here. And you might have saw some table fall off there. And really, I've been so exhausted from work, I haven't been wanting to really do anything. I mean, well, I want to, but I just don't have the energy. And had I really put thought into it, I would have used some snow effects and put that all over the ground too, but I didn't. So we did this. The lighting for this shot is all bounce cards.
Nice.
Like, completely bounce cards. I had a bounce card up on the top here and a light showing right into it. And then I also had a bounce card on this side, but no light actually shining into it. But just letting, because this one kind of curved down, the one up top, it kind of curved.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of throwing some light back here and then bouncing, of course, this way. So if you're watching the mouse is telling you where the lights and everything. So bounce. So like a little 3 or almost a pyramid bounce. And then I had another light over here pointed towards another bounce card with a blue gel on the bounce card.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So all of these lights, I think, were blue except for the one. I don't know. Shoot, I can't remember now. Oh, look, reminder, be ready to start. No, thanks.
There you go.
You're so wah, wah, wah. Let's give a shout out to Dockinator. What's going on? I don't do the. There we go. Dockinator. So yeah, I had the bounce cards going. I did take a snoot and light up his eye, so his eye looks a little funny because I knew Pablo was gonna be like, I really would like to have seen that eye because it was very dark, just in all the regular lighting. So I had a snoot pointed at this eye, and then I layered the two and did a layer mask and brought the eye back in. I still feel it looks a little funny, but at least it's lit up. You can see it.
It's lit. Yep.
And then behind here is that Walmart moon, as 6 scale Steve had asked me in my comment. I really didn't even have the energy to thank you in the comments, Steve. I'm sorry. Just like I'm looking at all the comments and like all the love that this bitch has been getting since I posted. I'm like, that's really nice. I'm on my break. I can, it's raining. I have to stand because the bench is wet, and I want to smoke. I'm not going to comment right now. Just to give you a little heart thing. It's just like, thanks. So I did see it, and I will when I actually get a moment to breathe. We'll comment. But I mean, like after the show tonight, I'm probably going right to bed because I got to be up early in the morning. So, but yeah, I think this is a great use of the statue. This effect is a little wonky for me. I tried to basically I did a select this this because this got this effect in the statue, right? And it's just like a hard plastic, blue plastic.
I was gonna ask you if that effect was already on there, and you just did a
yeah, I did like I basically did I selected it and then removed it and then put it back in there and played with the blend modes and the blurs and stuff, and that's how it came out. And I'm still not happy with it. But then again, this is coming from a guy that could have thrown snow on the ground but didn't.
Yeah. Oh, there's Noble Young.
There's Noble Young, dude. You're late, man. I started an hour late, and you're late, but we still love you. So thanks for the good vibes, man. Thanks for the good vibes. But yeah, I think this. I'm pretty happy with how nice and subtle like the light on his chest.
Yeah,
is.
I like that subtle orange warmth there. Yeah,
which is really funny because the warmth is actually coming from that shield.
That's pretty
it's just
cool.
whatever light's coming off that shield or something. Because I didn't have any warm lights on. It was all blues. I don't even think I had a white. It was all blues. Cool. So it came from somewhere. We like it.
At least we know where the source is. Unlike sometimes where we have to guess where that source is coming. But yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah, that nice warmth kind of added a lot of.
Yeah, I honestly don't know where it came from. Maybe my display cabinet further down in the room because that's just stays on the whole time I'm shooting. But if it's, I mean, it's pretty intense. I mean, but those are pretty white. They're not warm lights. I don't know.
It looks good. It's a good shot.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. I did a BTS. I recorded it all, but again, tired. Haven't posted it. Sorry, guys. Let's go look at the Toy Moz hashtag real quick. I got to get used to where they put everything now. Let's see. Oh, look, there it is. See if we can see, because I know I had some people tag that. Okay, there we go. This week. Just refreshing, make sure I get everything. Philip the Fool! What's going on, buddy?
What's going on?
How you doing? All right, let's get out of here. Let's go to the most recent. Oh, yeah, there we go. Toy Emerson. That's a cool effect on the knuckles there, man.
Yeah, really it is.
Cool. I like that, man. He says, last minute problems got me. Oh, man. Those are the ones that get you, too. Those last minute ones. Because if they were any kind of timely fashion, they probably wouldn't be a problem at all. You'd be like, yep, I knew that.
Yep.
So, Toy Emerson, man, you got this really nice knuckles here getting chased by that tails inside of the Avatar mech.
Yep.
Is that what that is? Wow, yeah, I'm up on my pop culture. I knew what all that was. Pablo, go ahead, man. What do you think?
I saw the
drink one of the plethora of those drinks that I brought.
I know. And it's because multiple open. No, yeah, I like the shot. I like the angle he shot it at, and that effect that he used for knuckles is awesome. I do at first I wasn't sure if I liked that flare effect coming off the the top of the mech, but it actually works pretty well. And I like that he kept there's no reflection on the front windshield of the mech. That he was able to keep Knuckles' tails pretty visible.
Hmm.
The posing is pretty cool. I like the posing, and I love the Dutch angle effect he has on here. And the lighting is just really nice and warm. I really like the lighting on this.
Yeah, it was really, really well done. The only thing I can really pick on is some of the special effects work. I mean, he did a great job with the lighting itself, but you can kind of see some hard cutoffs from where he
The hard
used like
cutoffs,
wind
yeah.
mode. And like right here is kind of funny, like just a kind of weird masking there. But you know, you just got to keep playing with it. Like I was just pointing out my swipe with Kratos' axe that looked like garbage too. I mean, just bleh.
I like the
um,
way he captured the the dirt particles like coming off. I don't know if
yeah.
he threw dirt or he had one of those compressed
Well, it
toilet
looks like he
plunger
had
things.
the air hit it right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. I can see the impact. Yep.
um,
Looks pretty good though.
so yeah, I haven't used that air gun slash dirt throwing effect, but I think I would go the extra mile. I think what I would personally do, and I haven't done it yet, so maybe it's a lot harder than it sounds, and maybe it's just a lot more work, and nobody does it, and that's why. But what I would think about doing is maybe putting like a little hose, hooking it up to one of those air guns, right? And running the hose underneath the dirt so it goes right where you want it to go instead of blowing like down and out or something. It will actually blow up,
Hmm.
it's just something. um and then also for some of them, like you want this run effect, like maybe you just run the hose this way and have that air blow this dirt back towards
Back
this
that way.
dude, just um this is something I've been toying with in my head. I have yet to implement it at all because I don't shoot outside and I don't even have that gun thing that everybody uses to shoot air with, but
No, it does work with the hose. I've done that. You
yeah.
just have to
I-
make sure you just have the right hose and that it
yeah.
won't come off. But
Or
yeah,
you could just, use your mouth, you know.
true.
Just don't bring it back because you
Yeah,
don't want.
don't inhale.
This is a cool shot, Toy Emerson, man. Thank you for sharing this. I really appreciate it. This is awesome, man. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, this one, the 6 scale salad, did this Miles one here. This is the Hot Toys Miles Morales, the one that Harry needs to buy before it's gone. Not that he's here to torment, but let's see. Casper says you could use the air hose with an undersoil dip system. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
And then my grammar police mind here is going to correct you a little bit here. So you use the in front of a vowel, you're going to have an air hose, not a air hose. I'm sorry,
We're
grammar
correcting
police. I'm
everything.
sorry. I'm just that irks me every time. I'm sorry. I love you, Casper. Thank you for participating. Um,
Funny thing is, I do the same to myself. Like when I'm texting so quickly, I'm not paying attention to what I've texted until after I sent it, and I have to go back and edit it because I was like,
Yeah,
damn it.
I have to go back and like resend it, like do that and
Yeah.
just correct that stuff. I can't just be like assume that somebody's gonna forgive me for that mistake. I'm like,
Hmm. Yeah.
uh, oh shit, I meant and
Yeah.
damn
Yeah. I
that
do the
dumb
same.
whatever excuse you want to type with that, But uh, so anyway, more to Miles here.
That's a cool
Um,
shot. I like the lighting on it. I like the
yeah,
tone
I
of
would like
blue
to
and then
maybe a
that
little
nice
bit.
warm light underneath.
Yeah, I would like to bring him out a little bit more though. It is overall pretty dark. Um,
Yeah, he
just
could
somehow
probably
bring.
use another rim light behind coming from the camera right or our right,
Yeah,
just to bring him off a little bit from that background. But I mean, it doesn't blend in too much because he has that nice blue highlight on the hoodie, so it kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
separates it enough.
Well, I'm just overall, I think he's just, I just want to punch him out some more. I mean, I think he looks great. I just want to bring him up just a little bit. I don't know. It's just a matter of you can just play with the exposure or not, but just just kind of pull him out of that darkness a little bit.
Pretty cool.
And it's probably because it's an animated figure, and you think the animated and you want those punchier colors. Um, but I'm digging the shot, man. I really am. I like to know what you're using for this
The
building
background.
the
Yeah.
thing. I mean, is that an actual background or is that just a screen? Or that's just pretty cool. I like it, man. I really do.
Yep.
Um, yeah, I don't have a lot to say. Although, all right, so trying to figure out where he's coming from so I can figure out the story with the lighting here. So, is he falling? Is he jumping? Well, I guess he's falling.
Yeah, I think he's falling.
But which way is up?
True, right?
Because I'm trying to figure out where this warm light's coming from, and if this is up, which I kind of get the impression if he's falling backwards, right? I don't know. I don't know.
No,
This
unless he just came off a swing and let go of the webbing already and about to grab him.
very possible. Very possible. Um, Casper says that I feel that his left arm is a little out of place. His left or camera left. So his left arm is this one. Camera left would be this one. So
Yeah,
he
if you would have
that.
probably moved it out a bit to make it really look
Yeah,
like
this one because well, if you think about it too, if you're out there launching around, you want to use that for like balance, kind of like a squirrel uses its tail to help it,
right.
do
Yeah.
things and all that stuff. R3 Toy says cinematic photos are always darker versus normal photography. I think the cinematic look is really good in this photo. No, dude, trust me, I tend to shoot dark myself. I know I had to spend a lot of time, and I'm still not great at it, of trying to punch my shots out, especially when you have to think about the compression that Instagram does to your
Yeah.
shots.
What's going on,
Just
Adrian?
trying to punch that color out. What's going on, Adrian? Yeah, he says his left. So yeah, this arm here. Yeah, this arm needs, I think, to come out. I think you're right. Come out and really get up there.
Yeah.
Tom Williams, what's going on, buddy? I don't. Did we change the name? Well, anyway, hello. I don't recognize the name, but cool. It's always room for new people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would go with what Pablo said. Maybe give a little bit more brightness here, punch him out a little bit so he just separates a little bit from that background. And then I just don't know where this warm light's coming from, and that's kind of bothering me. I like it. I think it'd be better served on this side of him, maybe. I don't know.
If it wrapped around him, yeah, maybe. But I do like the way it is set up right now. But yeah, it makes you wonder where it does come from. But overall, it's a cool pose. But yeah, that arm needs to be out a bit more. Mike,
Yeah. What's going on, Mike? I wish you were with us. I hope you get better soon, buddy. Please, we want to see you next week. Actually, I don't even know what my schedule is next week. Dude, 6 Steve, look at this, man. Look at this awesome Godfather shot, man. And I feel his pain, man. I got the headache too.
Yeah.
He's like, why is my cat on the floor? I want to pet my cat. But this is Michael along with the Don. So this is a great shot here. I love the lighting in this.
Yeah, the lighting is great. I love that he captured the light coming from the fireplace. Like you can see the trail coming from the fireplace up to where the feet of the table and the shoes, and you get the reflection on the shoes too.
Ah, okay. Williams. All right, cool. Gotcha. All right. I'm TJ Williams. That's what I thought it was, but I hadn't seen Tom. I hadn't seen that name before. So, I love this shot. Okay, this is TJ shot. Like we're not looking at TJ shot yet.
Yeah, this is a
no, man. I really dig this shot. The only thing is that gets me, and I feel like there's always something, right? But this shot is great just the way it is, but given the light sources that you supposedly have in this room, this lamp here, this here, and of course for the shot, just for us to enjoy it, it's well lit. But if you want to create the actual mood that this light is dictating here, it of course would be a lot darker, like more subtle lights and not so bright. But I think the light is falling on everybody great. It's just that that's the thing I think is making it say this is a toy and not a shot, because the room is not, the lighting of the room is not reflecting the lighting on the figures.
I mean, it does look like an awesome product shot.
Yes, dude, awesome.
Yeah, like I see this and I want to buy it.
Exactly. So, um, maybe work a little bit with that. I mean, I love what you got going here, but maybe try putting your light sources where these sources of light are and working with that. Maybe fudge it a little bit with a bounce or two, but nothing too strong. And just try the shot again. I'd like to see what you could do with it if you try it again, and keeping in mind where your light sources are coming from and that are shown in camera. Like this here, the fireplace, and this here, and maybe a subtle overhead light. But if you remember, if the in like in his study, it was never bright in that study. So
Yeah.
if you're going for that kind of look and feel, I'd like to see what you can do with that. I would. I mean, like I said though, this picture is great.
Mm-hmm.
I,
I
I'm
love the setup.
I'm not saying
The
anything here is wrong. I just would like
setup's
to see what
perfect.
you could do trying to follow that light. So
Yeah, this
that's why I'm
setup's
going with
perfect.
that. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we already read that part. Let's see. Six scale Steve, similar shot to last week, but trying to up my lighting game based on feedback. Yeah, dude, like I said, your lighting is great, but it's more of a product photography lighting and not so much the mood of the light of the scene. So let's focus a little bit more on that, trying to get that balance, because you do want to add more light. Like even in a movie, there's more light than what the scene's really showing you. Like but they're dressing up and maybe using some atmosphere to help move some light around because that's going to diffuse and break light into different areas, stuff like that. Maybe bounces or whatever. So um, yeah, just play around with it. Just play around with it. But yeah, this is an awesome shot.
Mm-hmm.
Those wonderful toys. What's going on, buddy?
Right on.
Um, let's see. R3 super easy way for this would be an exposure levels curves layer, darken it, and just mask it out from the fireplace and lamp with a big round. There you go.
Yep, that'll work.
Just the
Yep.
Photoshop way,
Mm-hmm.
right there. Rock on. Um, Pablo, is this the one you want to go over, or is there other ones?
I think I have other ones. Let me
All
see.
right,
Do I
so
have other-
we'll just appreciate this one and move on.
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, we can appreciate this
Okay.
one and move on. Yeah.
Because I'm not saying we don't want to go over
No,
yours,
no,
but
no, no. Yeah,
I want
yeah,
to
yeah.
pick and choose a little bit more because I'm really liking the momentum we got going right now, though. Star Wars photographer, man, you got a little Obi-Wan going on. Pablo, what are your thoughts?
I like the pose. He seems a little out of focus. I'm not sure if it's just on my end or he does not look sharp in the face. Um, and it's that no fault of his, but I don't like how high the hood is. It should be down more, but that's I mean, really, you can't really do much about it because that's just the name of the game with the soft goods that come with it.
Well, yeah, the hoods on most of these figures are atrocious. You know, the best hoods that I've had to work with so far are the freaking sideshow ones. The
Huh.
Hot Toys ones are a nightmare. I haven't even tried 112 scale stuff like this with hoods, but the
So there's
Hot
a
Toys
trick.
ones,
There's a trick that some people have said, like put water on it before you shoot. Obviously, you don't want to shoot it while it's wet, but
yeah.
if you put water on it and you shape it and you let it dry as in the form that you want it, it'll stay down the way you want it.
Mm,
Um,
there's an idea. Yeah.
that's the trick I've heard. I haven't tried it myself, but that's what I've been told to do because I think I did the same on a old photo and I had the same issue and someone suggested, yeah, put water on it, and then let that dry, shape it, put more water, shape it, and then let that dry. You can dry it with the blow dryer if you want, and it'll keep the shape until you're done with the photo, and then you could just take it off and reshape it back to the way it
Okay.
was.
Okay. Yeah, the Hot Toys one that wouldn't do any good though because they
Yeah,
have wires on the hood part, which is why they don't sit right. So I'm like, maybe some wire like right here, but don't put the wire up here, man, because that wire up there fights everything else you're trying to do. Stop
yeah,
it.
yep.
The sideshow
And
one had some great material, and it just flows really nice.
that's
The
cool.
worst thing I have to do is like, it's oversized, of course, so it's got some overlapping, like and just like in the movies and stuff, got some overlapping kind of fabric right here, and all I have to do is like keep that down,
Right.
just like right
Yeah.
there. But the rest of it sits right on his head. So.
But overall, I do like the pose. Um, I like the crop. The crop isn't bad. The background's I like the background, but he's a little out of focus. For me, he's a little out of focus. Other than that, it's a good shot. The lighting's good. I like that you can see partially of his face and you get a good clear shot of, his eye, but it just needs to be sharpened up a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. The focus is kind of off, and but as far as the lighting goes, the actual the lighting is fine, but the color is weird. Like he looks like pale and deathly, kind of
Yeah, he
like.
does look pale.
Um,
I'm not sure if it's a filter that's on there that made it look that way.
yeah, it's something, but like there's no real. It's almost like a monochromatic brownish color throughout this whole scene, like
Because I'm wondering if he was
like a
trying
brown
to
and white kind of, not black and white, but brown and white. You
brown
know,
and white. Because I'm wondering if he was trying to color match the digital background. Because I think that's a digital background.
it's very possible. It's very
And he
possible, but
might have tried to match the blacks with it, and he just lost some color while doing it.
that's possible. I don't know. I'm not the Star Wars photographer. Um,
But overall,
but
it's a cool shot. I like the composition. And I do like the pose. I probably would have maybe twisted that one, his left hand a little bit more, the other hand, so you don't see too much of the that weird open cup hand. I would have probably twisted it
yeah,
a little bit.
the one wanting to hold something.
Yeah.
Mom, where's my coffee?
But overall, it's a cool shot.
Yeah, digging it, digging it. All right, let's move on here. We got another Pablo shot. Is this the one you want to go over?
Yeah, we can go over this one.
All right, you want to go over this one. This
Yeah.
this is the one.
No, no, no. I have another one on there. Yeah, we'll go over the next one. We can just breeze over this one. The other one is the one that I like the most.
So this is the one you want to go over. Oh, this isn't you. Okay.
No, that's not me. But that's a cool shot.
V equal Figma. Is that V equal Figma and geeked out click. I don't know who did what, but it says V equal Figma up here. So I guess the geeked out
Might have been a
click maybe did
collaboration
some
of some.
custom something for him or something. I don't know. Um,
It's
let me give that a little love there. Yeah, we got Groot and fighting the Rhino. Um,
Groot just blending in way too much to the
yeah,
vegetation in the background, but I think that's due to the high pass that they added to the picture.
yeah,
Because
he
it looks
is.
really saturated, and he's blending way too much to the background. There needed to
Yeah,
be some
I
separation.
agree.
I think if
I
they
agree.
had flipped it the other way around, where Groot was more in the opening on the other side, and Rhino was on the other side, I think it would have worked better. He wouldn't blend in as much to
Because you would have
whatever
some
that bush.
shadows to work with.
Yep.
Yeah,
hmm
so,
The composition is pretty cool. The top angle to show the kick to the face. But yeah, I think that's the only issue I have with it. Because I mean, it's well lit. Everything is well lit. You see everything.
mhm.
But I think I would have brought in some more shadows too, though. But yeah, I would have probably swapped the figures. That's what I would do in this shot.
Reverse this shot exactly. The other thing that kind of is weird is this glare on his
The glare on
horn.
the horn. Yeah, I was about to say that too right now. I was like
It's
the
kind of
glare.
weird because I mean you can see it's not a very shiny horn. I mean it's got a lot of texture to it, so it's not like your polished ivory kind of horn. It's like a rough, worn like rhino kind of horn before like the poachers get it and do anything to it. It's just
hmm
so. But yeah, I think the biggest thing to take away from this is to flip this around. According to Casper's Corner, though, he says the sharpness hurts his eyes a little bit. Uh,
It's a little
it's
a
a
little
little bit
in your
excessive on the
yeah
sharpness, a little bit, just a
yeah
little bit.
like it's a little in your face. Like the color pop.
But that might be their
But
style,
that
and I'm
might be
not
the style. Which, yeah,
take
and
the
it's cool.
style. And
I do like the shot, but yeah, I would flip the figures around just so you can so Groot doesn't blend in too much to that bush in the back.
also turn this hand.
Yeah.
I'll turn that in towards Groot a little bit more because this is just a weird angle for that hand position. Because see, this one works, but this one just looks like he's like waiting for
Yeah.
somebody to hand him some change. Like, hey man, can a brother have some change? Uh, so yeah, but it's cool, man. It's a cool shot. It's a cool shot, dude. Andrew, man, 616 photos, man. Um,
Love this one.
just a
I love the
great
figure. This figure's
dark
awesome.
photo. Yeah, this is a custom
Yep.
16J.
hmm
Does a custom here. We're here at 16J. So,
I
and this
think
is
the
a
only
saber
thing
pack by a Cinematoygrapher. Wait, yeah, he made the pack, but it's via us, man.
I think the only thing
That's the
missing in the
love.
shot is I'm I'm not sure if you should be able to see just a slight glare on his visor of the lightsaber.
Yeah,
That
given how
angle.
close it is, we should have seen
Yeah.
a little bit more red
Just
up
a little
here.
yeah, just a little bit, not a whole lot, but overall the shot's awesome.
Yeah.
I love the
I
crop,
mean,
the
I'd
tightness.
like to see the BTS for this there,
Yeah.
AKA sometime, man. Just I like to see what you're doing in your process, and I like the smoke you're adding to the
Mm-hmm.
saber. Look at that smoke effect. Now you can tell that you took the exact same effect here and moved it down to here because it's the exact.
Exact same curve.
So what I probably would have done is at least flip that, maybe even flipped it 2 ways. So rotate it around the blade this way and then flip it so it's horizontally flipped as well, and it comes down, backwards from this basically, but
Or
on
you could
top.
also use the liquid. Is it what's it called? The liquid tool? No, there's a tool, liquid something on Photoshop, and it lets you manipulate stuff. Like you can push and it changes the shape. And that probably would have you would have been able to make a whole new effect out of it.
I mean, it's cropped, and I mean, you just have to know what you're looking for because I mean, I'm seeing this. This is a very this squared loft shape is very you can see it
Hmm.
right there, but at a glance you wouldn't notice it, but I am seeing it because I have a trained eye. I don't know what it's trained in doing yet, but it's trained. Um, Next thing I know, it's going to be able to go outside all on its own. This is the one you want to talk about, right? This cool bat, right?
No, no, no,
No?
no.
Okay. All right. Well, this is a cool bat, though. I want this bat. Can I have this
And
bat?
he's a cool
Can I
figure.
have this bat?
He is a
Can I have
cool
this
figure.
bat? Okay. R3 says
The
liquefy
liquefy.
or
There you go. Smudge.
smudge
Yep. Those
really
two.
helps making cool effects like Kylo's saber. Okay.
Yep.
Rock
Yep.
on. Rock
There
on.
we go.
Is it this bat? Yeah,
Nope.
yeah. This is the same bat. I want this
It's
bat.
the same bat. Yep. The same bat. Actually,
Adrian, yo, Adrian, look at this, man. Did we? No, it's 4 days ago, so we didn't go over this. Chucky, man, he wants to play. He's got. It looks like he's doing some woodworking almost, but I know this is. Now that I'm looking at it closer, this is
this
not
is
an
knife.
Oreo.
It looks like a
This is
knife.
his knife.
Yep.
The knife hilt, the butt end of the knife. I guess he reached in the drawer and grabbed it. I thought he was running around with an Oreo cookie for a minute there. He says, not that one. Okay, we'll leave it. Fine, whatever. AO.Z, what's going on, man?
That's a cool figure.
Go ahead, Pablo. I kind of just totally overtook the Adrian post, and then he said, not this one, so we skipped it. You didn't get to say much of anything. Go ahead.
It's, um, I'm not sure if I like that he chopped one of the hands off. That one right there, I would have probably still brought it up. Or no, well, I don't know. But something about the color tone, I'm not feeling the. It's got a weird green tint, and
Well,
the
he's got a
background,
green over everything.
yeah, and the background is very. It's got like a very grain look to it, and the figure doesn't. So it doesn't. If he would have added some grain on the figure, I think it would have blended in well with that background. Um, the lighting's good. I like the lighting. I would have probably used another light to pop them up a little bit more from behind. The eyes that probably would have um, made them pop a little bit more. I do like the catch lights that are on the lid of the eye. The shadows are good. The
I
blacks
think
match.
I think
The,
what.
the blacks
Sorry.
do match though. He did a good job matching the color to the background. If it's a digital, I mean, I'm assuming it is a digital background. But there's
Yeah,
too
I
much
think he
grain.
just used the wrong background because I mean you can't really determine too much. I mean, I guess you got a little bit of play given how the leaves are lit up, but you don't really get a solid understanding reference of where the light source is, other than
Yeah.
what color the leaves are where. So the light is obviously coming from this direction,
Yep.
but
If that's
it's
the
only
case,
obvious
just
because you can see the leaves. You don't see any
yeah.
like actual light, and I think that's what you kind of need, especially to envelop him into the scene instead of just placing him in front of it. Because that, and if you look closely, you can see a little bit of the masking lines. I think here, so you see a little bit of halo here
Yeah.
around that. So it's
Yep.
keeping him out of that. Um,
And that foreground branch, I'm not
yeah,
sure.
that was a good use of putting some foreground elements in
Yeah.
front of him. Though that was good.
I mean, overall, it's great. I do like it, but it's just missing a little more punch.
Just a little bit more punch.
Yep.
I'm sorry for the yawning, guys. I'm like I said, I've been working my butt off. R3 Toys. This is a really tough figure to match to that background. It's hard to add the greens to the reds in the figure. Might need to use a fall color scene rather than all the green. Yeah, it's very
Yeah,
possible.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
possible.
it
Yeah.
would,
I mean,
it
I
would
could see
definitely.
why he was going with green because I mean he's got green
Yeah,
accents and the green eyes. But yeah, I think if he would have gone with the more fall color background, browns and oranges, yeah, it would have popped a little bit more. But overall, I mean, it's cool. It's a cool like I like the concept. Like I know where like I like the direction he's going. It just needs a little bit more, and it's perfect.
yeah.
And the other issue I have is that he cut the top part of the head. Like, but then again, he has the center, the the letterbox. I'm assuming.
He wants a letterbox thing, man. He's doing the letterbox bit. I think what would have helped you with that is, if you had cropped more like around
Yeah, if
here
you cropped it up
and
there, yeah,
kept the
the head.
head all intact. Yeah, that probably would have helped you out.
Yep.
But let's move on here. We got local Lou with this Spider-Man. We looked at this one last week. All right,
Yeah,
so
we did.
we've already we're into last week there. Let's go to the tag stuff. And in fact, I have a message just recently from Adrian who wants me to look at this tagged one
Oh, look at
specifically. So there it is. He's Chucky. He wants to play. We got Andy maybe and some blonde, maybe the girl from The Walking Dead. I don't know. Um, I don't know. Something going on. But Chucky actually not doesn't want to play. He wants pizza. He wants pizza. What's up, Bennikin? How you doing today, buddy? Great seeing you. Great seeing you. Um, I like this shot.
I do.
What are your thoughts, Pablo?
I like the shot. Uh,
Yeah.
Chucky's he's well lit, and the focus is on Chucky. He's not. There's nothing else around that's distracting you away from Chucky. So your eye goes directly to Chucky, which is perfect. I like the triangle that he has on here. It's not a big Dutch angle, but it still gives that intense vibe to it that you can tell that. I mean, even though he's not in focus, the kid in the back, you can tell he's scared of
Well,
the
is he? I don't know if he's supposed to be scared yet. I mean, is the doll sitting there because he's because he's in good guy mode right now. He's not. He's not in
That's
Chucky
true,
mode.
but
So I mean, is he
I think
supposed to
at
be
this point
scared?
he
I
does
can't
know.
tell.
I think if it's a recreation from a scene from a trailer I saw, the kid knows. I think it's the
Okay.
parent that
Okay.
doesn't know that the doll's alive because you could almost see the smile on that female's head. Like you can see
Yeah.
a slight smile to it. So she doesn't look scared, but you can tell he
She's
looks
like,
scared.
look, I got you this doll, but nobody's realizing that this doll should have fallen off the counter because there's nothing to supporting its back. Either the doll is alive and holding itself up, or gravity is broken right now, and he's not toppling over.
To push. He said he has more slides. Yeah,
Yeah, more.
more images.
Try to tell a little story. Awesome, awesome. R3 likes it though. This is awesome. Warm lighting,
Yep, the
smile
warm
makes
lighting's
Chucky
great.
seem super creepy. Yeah, you're definitely winning on the super creepy for the Chucky shot. This is a
Yep.
great shot. I'm digging this, and that's the only real quip that I have is like, depending on what mode he's in, does he need back support? Like, if he's supposed to be freaking everybody out right now, then obviously he doesn't need the back support because he's doing his job. He's like sitting there on a table that he should have, if he was a doll, flopped over because he wouldn't have had any back support and just fallen off the table. In fact, when they came in the room, he wouldn't be on the table. He would already be on the floor. So um, it all really depends on what you're going on there for. But other than that, your execution of the actual shot, I think, is great. Let me
Mm-hmm.
slide over. Oh yeah,
Oh,
there we go. So yeah, he's not John Connor today. He's whatever this kid is, and she's happy. Let's see what else we got here. They're stare down. Yeah, my favorite's the first one still though.
yeah, I like the first one.
Yeah, dude, he is not fooled by the T1000.
He is not fooled by this good guy doll.
Yeah, yeah, I'm digging it. Why is he in a wheelchair though? I haven't seen this one. I don't remember him being in a wheelchair. But is it from the TV show? Is he in a wheelchair in the TV
I
show?
think it is in the
Oh,
TV
what?
series.
Oh, that's right. I gotta go here and go to tag now, so we can do proper things. Philip the Fool. Look at Iron Fist taking out the Daredevil. Which, if you've seen this show, it wouldn't have happened because Danny Rand in the show was horrible. Even the actor couldn't even fake that he could fight, man. It was just so bad. He's like, my fist closed. But the comic, of course, is a whole different scenario, and I love it. Um,
And these are both great Mescal figures.
this is a Mezco. Now, see, this is I would like this Iron Fist. This is a great looking Iron Fist.
And that Daredevil's a Mescal figure, I think, too. No? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think it is the Mescal one, too.
UHU says wheelchair was just by me,
Oh,
so
okay.
it was used. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You wanted to cripple John Connor. That's cool. Kingpin
What's
Customs. What's going on,
going
man?
on? I knew what's going on, man.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, overall, the shot's cool. I do like the fact that there is no lighting inside the building. It makes sense that he wouldn't have any lighting, and the lighting's only coming from the hole that was just made where Iron Fist just punched Daredevil through. The only thing that's distracting me a little bit is whatever that green to the right. You, you see that green, whatever
Oh,
that green, that element right there. I think it's the only thing that's distracting me.
I think it's just something that got caught in the crop. It's just not really supposed to be there.
Yeah, but other than that, the shot is cool. The angle is awesome. You get the sense that Daredevil just got his ass handed to him by Iron Fist. I
Yeah,
would have liked to see more debris, but other than that, or at least some atmosphere, you would
yeah,
see
definitely some
some
atmosphere to
particles.
kind of
Yeah,
bring
there
it
should
out.
be some particles in the air.
Yeah,
But overall, the shot's pretty cool. I do like the shot.
get some atmosphere and just kind of blow it around down here, just towards
Yeah.
the bottom of the frame, just to kind of because I mean this rubble just fell right, so it's just like the dust is settling, that kind of stuff. Um, I personally would like a little, just a tiny little bit more light on him. Maybe the bounce card just to bring a little bit. I mean, I like the rim all around him and the silhouette. I personally kind of want to punch him out a little bit more.
I probably would have used a snoot because if he would have used the bounce card, it would have brought too much light to the inside of that wall. And if he's
Yeah.
trying to make it seem where there's no lights inside the building that he just got punched through, it
Well,
would have.
is he outside right now? This is outside, right? There's
Is it?
grass and
Oh yeah, look at that. I
this
didn't.
is outside, so
So it's nighttime outside. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you could have used the blue light, and that would have lit him up a little bit more, and it would
Yeah.
have given that more of a nighttime look to it too. Um, let's see. Philip said, "I tried to add a dust effect, but I couldn't get it to look good." All right,
Oh.
well, if you can't get it to work good, you know,
I mean, overall, even without it, the shot's cool. It's a cool shot. It's just
yeah,
extra elements that would have punched it out.
yeah.
A
And I
little
probably
bit
would
more.
have definitely used some aerosol indoors as well to kind of just make this a little less intense. This lighting back here
Yeah,
because
the
this
light's
is
a little harsh
very
in the back. Yeah, I probably would have put either uh a diffuser just to diffuse the light because the light does look a little bit harsh.
well diffuser, or you can put some atmosphere in there because that would also diffuse it and that would also soften this a bit too.
Yeah,
And the atmosphere might drift out here and do what we want as well. So
true.
depending on what you're using, but yeah, either way would be good. Moving on, we already went over this one. This is a Pablo one of this dude shooting this gun. In fact, I hadn't looked at the full one because I was on my phone. Remember, I was telling you the story
Yeah,
about being on the phone at work today. I was like, blah. But I liked it because I wanted to make sure I did my due diligence. So I'm sorry, but now I knew I would look at it today, this evening. So I was like, let's just get in
yeah.
that light.
I'm having fun with those Joy Toy orcs. I need to shoot the rest of them.
Dude, speaking of the 118 scale stuff, you see the Haya Toys Rambo?
Yeah, I had shared it. I don't know if I shared it. I think I shared it with multiple groups. But yeah, that Hyatt Toy Rambo looks pretty cool though.
That looks better than the 1/6 scale Rambo.
It does.
I was like, holy Christ, that's awesome. I might have to get me a Haya Toys Rambo.
And did you see all
Put
the
him in that
accessories
tank,
he's
that
coming
G.I.
with?
Joe tank. Put him in that tank.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. Yep. That'll work in that tank for sure.
Really, I should wait for a Rambo 2 one though, because he was more Rambo 1, he just wanted to get some food. Rambo 2, he was like, I'm out of prison, I'm ready to wear the necklace thing with the
Yeah.
jade pendant and tie my hair back with her red whatever. Um, is this the one you want to talk about?
Nope, it's a Mythic Legions figure shot.
All right. Well, then we'll move on to the Star Wars photographer, and although we've already touched on with the Obi-Wan, here's a cool Mandalorian shot. Go ahead, man. Jump into this, man. Dive right in.
Lighting is good overall, but the way he's lit doesn't blend in with the background. The background seems a little too dark for for what I'm thinking. If is he indoors? If he's indoors, yeah, he's way too lit compared to the background. Even if he's outdoors, the background's just a little too dark. It looks like it's the entrance of a door or some kind of air hanger or something. I'm not sure what that scene is, but it looks like he's like the way it got shot. It's like we're looking from the inside the building out, and all the light is out there. So he shouldn't be as bright as he is here. I
Hmm.
think if you bring the tones down a bit, it will blend in better. Um, I mean, the
I think the
black
figure's
matches
supposed to
pretty
be
good too,
outside.
though. Well, maybe I don't know, but it's just the background to me seems too dark, and it's really making him pop. Like you can tell he was put in front of something to take the shot. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
blend with the background.
No, his colors aren't matching at all. Like
Yeah,
this is a warmer tone, and this is a pretty
a
white,
cooler, yeah,
you
pretty
know,
cool
like
tone. Yeah,
a cooler white light, a more blue white, and then a warm, yellow or white. Another thing that I would also do is get some black paint, wet it, water it down real well, and
whether the
do it.
do a
Weather that
wash,
sun, man.
yeah,
That is
do a
just
wash.
way too shiny.
Yeah, it's
Please
too clean.
do a black wash of this bad boy. Get some stuff in the crevices and make it look a little bit more used for the gun. Another thing I'm gonna harp on a little bit is I know you're going for that outstretched kind of arm, while he's firing, but you got to also remember the limitation of the figures. Now, this Black Series figure obviously can't move the arm that would make it look right, but so I would bring this arm more. This part of the forearm area was going out. I'd bring this more down this way.
Yeah,
Have the elbow kind of out, but also got the arm back, and that way it would look right. Because right now this arm just looks really weird to me. Anyway, um, but yeah, your light source should be. This looks like it's like an outdoor scene to me. Um, like this is like some battle damaged area or something. Like this building's been blown up or something. It's like all dark and like it's been burnt out. Um, this all looks like burnt out stuff, and he's out. Maybe he's supposed to be like over where the sand people were or something. I don't know, but
maybe. I
this
mean,
all looks like it's burnt out stuff that's around him, and this is sand,
yeah,
here in the sky. But yeah, this scene is way too dark for this,
for that, yeah.
and then your blacks are not matching with this.
I think
So
that's the only issue, really, is that I mean the concept behind it is great. I do like where he
mhm.
was going, but yeah, I think he just needs to match the lighting a little bit more. And if he can just put a wash on that gun, yeah, it's too clean because the gun really stands out the way he has
Yeah,
it.
that gun is just like,
Like your
hey,
eye,
I'm a brand new shiny nickel plated gun. I mean,
yeah,
it's just,
your eye
jeez.
goes, it gets drawn to it. Yeah,
Yeah, it really just grabs your attention. It's the first thing I saw. I was like, oh, that gun, so bright. Um, Also, again, you're choosing backgrounds where it's really kind of tricky to find your light source, and this one's even more difficult. I want to say the light source should be here,
it
but
does.
I don't even know. I mean, if you look at the build, I know. I guess if you look at the building, it's like more noon. Like
Yeah, because the shadows
your
are on the,
shadows. If this
yeah.
is a building, this is a rooftop or something. You got light here, here, and pretty small shadows. So it looks like the sun's probably like right up here. So you need to light the figure accordingly to your light sources, and that's the hard thing though when you're choosing a shot where there's no light source like actually shown in the shot to tell you where you should have your light at. Playing that guessing game can really hinder the look of the shot if you don't guess right. So,
Hmm.
um, let's see. We got some comments here. Let's see. Philip, he tagged me. We'll look into it, Philip. And then we got Blue Tattoo. What's up? What's going on, Blue Tattoo? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, Blue Tattoo. R3 Toys. I like the idea of this, but the background being at an angle hurts the perspective without knowing where his feet are. That is true as well. Yeah. Wow. R3, maybe we need to have you on here sometimes. You have some good insights, sir. I like your gut reflexes. Yo, Philip the Fool. R3 Toys. I also like Pablo's earlier comment about moving the hand to conceal the obvious toy weapon hold hand. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, because he does have that. Yeah,
Looking at the sky, there is no light source due to the overcast clouds. Yeah, it just makes it hard to work out because you got some very solid light. I'm pointing at the wrong thing. You got a nice hot white light. This is you can obviously see the light source, like the legitimate when you're taking the picture. This is your lighting right here, like making that hard. So you want to bounce this off a card, so it envelops like the whole thing.
Yeah, because
Um,
yeah, the way he's lit, the I mean, looking at it the way he's lit right now, that
yeah,
background ground area behind him should be just as lit as that if the light is
yeah.
coming from that direction. And the
Especially
fact that
how harsh this light is.
yeah, and especially since it looks so dark in the shadows, it's just throwing it off a bit. And yeah, and the fact that he needs to color match the blacks just to because yeah, the blacks don't match up. But I mean, I like the concept. He's going in a good direction.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Keep working at it, man. Keep
Hmm.
working at it. Um,
Oh
you got Nomad figures, man. He did this cool sound wave, like an
wow,
OG retro sound wave here, man. This is pretty awesome. I like the effects and stuff on here. Hold on,
yeah,
R3 says, yeah, it's like the light source is maybe Mando's ship or something, but it's hard to tell without including it in the photo. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Hmm.
It just really makes it weird. Um, Nomad figures, man. This is awesome. I love your compositing work here. This is great. I like all the effects you got for the little lights and doodads on Soundwave. Um, and I love this smoke effect here.
Yeah, the
I'm
smoke
really
effect is
digging that.
great.
That
Yeah,
looks awesome, man. Um, there's great use of effects here. These sparks seem a little out of place here. Up here they work, but
down
down
there,
here they're
yeah,
kind of like, where are you coming from? What's going on here? What's the story? Why do we get these sparks?
yeah.
But I'm not. It's not taking away from my enjoyment of the shot. It's
No,
just
yeah, no.
observation.
And the lighting is great. Actually, I don't even think he needs to add any more lighting to it.
No, no, his lighting's great. I mean, maybe something to separate his back from this background a little bit more. But you get a lighter background. It's not too bad. You
This is
can
great.
do with the light back there or not. But
This is an awesome
the,
shot. I do like the tight crop on it. It's really
the
cool.
biggest contention I have about this is the fact that he looks very plasticky. But that could be just the toy, and you can't beat that. Like my Marvel Legends, Riri Williams, my Ironheart man. You remember me, man. I had a hard time
Hmm.
getting that plastic look out of that toy. I mean, I was trying to basically I was like just playing shell game with you guys, like just moving things around so you don't focus on the plastic of the toy. So I was like, let's get some effects going on. Let's get this going on, and it took a lot of work, but and even still I see the plastic in the toy. I mean,
Yeah,
but Pablo, what are your thoughts, man?
I have nothing else to add to it. I mean,
Okay, all right.
I
Well,
really, I do like, I just love how tight the crop is and all the effects. It's such, it's such a well done photo.
yeah, very well done. Very well done. Well, we'll move on then. Here's a Star Wars photographer again with the Mandalorian. Um, all right, well, I'm going to point out one thing right now. This blade should be a lot hotter. This white is way too muted, which means everything, all the light on this is just way too. I know you got a dark saber like here in the center, but this white should be really bright, which would be casting tons of white on him, even though it's got this black here. Um, I mean, if you take the saber out of the picture, he's falling more in line with the blacks and stuff in the background. Not 100%, but more in line than your last two shots. Um, what do you think, Pablo?
I agree. He did a better job getting the blacks to match
Yeah,
on this one, and I like that he. It looks like he added a film grain over the entire photo, which actually helps blend it into the background, which is great because I think the previous shot was lacking that, and I think it was kind of pulling it away a little bit. But here it looks like he did the film grain over the whole photo, which helped it blend in. But I agree about the lightsaber and needs that the white needs to be a lot hotter, which means it would be you should see a reflection on his visor.
yeah, definitely on the
Um,
visor. It would be
and yeah,
popping.
and you should see some of that brightness on especially on that helmet and that armor because it's
Yeah, all in the best car should be
yeah it
reflecting.
should be it should be all which also would be bouncing that back onto whoever that is that he's about to cut down. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what figure that is, but
Yeah.
I
It
do.
looks almost like that figure is almost behind his arm here. It's kind of weird, like on this side of him.
Yeah,
Like
and
this all is in front of that figure in the camera.
I'm not sure. It looks like he was trying to do the letterbox, but it's not the proper cut. It looks a little off, and
Well,
I don't like that the hands cut off. I don't. It's.
man, we got to crop it somewhere, man. Instagram only gives you but so much real estate.
I would have brought the hand down. I think. I think having the hand up like that.
Yeah, it almost alludes to like there's something else going on here, but we just
Yeah,
can't see it because
yeah. And I think that's
reasons.
why sometimes. I mean, sometimes cutting the hands or the limbs work depending on how it's posed. But here it looks like we're missing something. Like either he's holding something there or there's something else there, and it's kind of like it's just a little distracting. I would have I would have brought that arm down a little bit or had it behind him, like if he had just thrown the cape back, or
Yeah.
something. But it's just a little distracting.
All right. So we have a great comment here. Chase Magnitude says that's my issue as well. How do you get the plastic out of the toy? So
It depends.
yeah, it
Um,
really depends on the
it
figure. Like
depends on the
this,
figure and what you're willing to do. Like with
I was
me,
gonna,
all my Marvel Legends and NECA Ninja Turtles, my NECA figures, I spray them all with adult coat, clear coat, and that takes away that plasticky shine look to it, and it helps out a lot. I would not do the same on really expensive figures like Hot Toys because I mean, I probably would because it would be mine and I don't mind it, but I can't really give that advice to people who have Hot Toys for them to go and spray it down with some Dull Coat because I mean that's an
now does that
expensive figure.
spray affect you think the value of the toy? Because that's what Alexis
That's
Rotter was asking.
yeah. See, that'll be the thing
I've
you would
never
have
used
to.
the spray. I don't know how
I'm not
bad it
sure.
is.
Like I've never owned a Hot Toy or anything that expensive, but all my figures that I have that have that plasticky shine to it, I spray it down with the adult coat, and it really helps out a lot. It takes that shine off. I did that with all my Ninja Turtle figures, and it I don't have that issue with having that plasticky shine look when I have the lights on.
Well, the movie Turtles, I don't think you really have a big
Yeah,
problem with
the
that
movie
anyway.
turtles don't have that problem, but the cartoon turtles you do.
Yeah.
So I had to
So
spray those down.
let's go over a few of these shots here. Like the Mezco, this is a Mezco Nosferatu figure, and I used a lot of bounce cards, which is going to soften that light and spread it out and really make the glares on it look a lot more natural. Like this would just be like bald headed kind of glare, like this shiny spot on a bald guy, right? It kind of works. Um, but this is a pretty plasticky figure here. Here, I wanted to catch the light and make sure this leather looked leather instead of not leather. So I let some of the light hit that, but the rest of this is still plastic. It's just a matter of really controlling that light, not letting hard light hit a plasticky figure. I mean,
Yeah, you want a diffuser on your lights if you can, or bounce cards. If you can bounce the light onto the figure, you won't get that harshness, and it'll also eliminate that plasticky look.
yeah. Let me. I think I have the reel for the pinhead one. Hold on here. Yeah. So yeah, I got. God bless it. Dang it. So yeah, you see the bounce card by his down here at the bottom. That's to catch light and send it back towards his face. Um, I'm setting this light. You see the light here is pointed away from him. It's hitting a bounce to send back to him. Um, this snoot is just on the box and the hands here. I have a lot of light coming through this though to kind of sell the background. Um, but I think all the other light is coming off of reflectors off of um, hold on.
Oh.
It should start over and it'll show me that left side after it advertises the show, which is set to the wrong time. Yay. Um, yes, thank you, thank you. Let's move on. I can't for all right, yeah. So that was a huge, big white light back there. I guess maybe I don't show the bounce on that side. Well, I sure don't. Sorry. So that's one way we got rid of it. Let's see another. I don't have any behind the scenes for this guy. Now this one here, On the symbiote, I allowed a bit more reflection because the black suit on Spider-Man is very visceral and just kind of it's got some highlighting. Like whenever any artist ever drew them, there was always some nice defining highlights on them. So I left the shine where we have it, there because it's a symbiote. It's not a claw suit. It's a symbiote suit. So I left that there. Um, but again, you control the light. I'm trying to think where else I got some. There you go. I mean, it's all a matter of this is a hot toy though, but this is all a matter of controlling. I mean, this is a plasticky figure. We're controlling that light, letting it hit off of there, give it a nice full hit. Uh, actually, Chase Flash can work really well. I've seen some people use it really, really well. It's just a matter of getting your exposures right. Um, trying to think what else I got plasticky here. Here's that Ironheart. So this is the Marvel Legends. She's reflecting, but along with the color grading that I did and the way adjusted the clarity and the texture, it really helped pull the plastic out and make it look more metallic. But the biggest thing that really helped was just putting these effects in here. I mean, I think the biggest giveaway to make it look like plastic still is like if you zoom into the head and see this here and the texture and that material. Not close-ups here. This is the Marvel Legends Riri Williams here, Ironheart, and, yeah, she did look very plasticky when I shot her. Yeah, it really depends on the figure. Um, see, I lost a lot of plastic out of Batman here. How far were the lights? I didn't do a BTS for Ironheart. I'm sorry I didn't, but, knowing me, I probably had a light about, oh, follow the mouse, probably about this far away from the figure. It's about how far away I usually have them, and I have the, panel minis usually is what I'm using. So, trying to think which I mean, here's a behind the scenes with, a plasticky, um there's the alien, and that's, a Spawn figure, McFarlane Spawn figure. They're not as plasticky as Marvel Legends, though. But yeah, this is how far away I usually keep my lights for some of this stuff. Depending on the shot, there's one that's a little further over there. Don't worry, the bats, they weren't really there. Neither was that fire, just the fire back there. Um, but yeah, so let's see. So yeah, there's I got one major above light here, and that's just kind of creating a triangle of light. And this is a blue, and this is a warm with a warmer red or whatever gel in there. So, um, anything else that I shot recently? There's a plasticky figure here, and you just want that solid light, man. You just want that something that's not small. You don't want to use small lights on plasticky figures unless it's supposed to look like metal, and then you'll catch
Yeah, the
some of that.
larger the light source, the better, because it'll soften up
These are
that
very
light.
plasticky. I had a hard time getting that plastic out of it, so this is probably one of the best ones. But you know, uh, again, I just diffused my light as much as I could. I spread out that light, made it as big as I could by bouncing it around and yada 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 to get those figures to look as little plasticky as possible. But these are playmates. These are horrible figures. I'm pissed that I bought them. Actually, I'm actually very mad that I bought them. Another plasticky figure. Um, but yeah, it's all about just keeping that light source. Uh, you want it further back so it's not as harsh, and then you want to try to make it expand out with either. I use a lot of atmospheric, vape or aerosol. Um, I use either a haze machine, 6 scale Steve, or I use my vape. Lately, I've been using my vape almost primarily, just because, as I was telling Pablo earlier, I don't want to deal with setting up the haze machine.
Yeah, and I mainly use my fog machine.
Yeah. So this one was done with a haze machine here, and that's how it's got that nice even haze everywhere. But these are hot toys. These aren't going to be as plasticky at all. So trying to think what else is gonna be plasticky here. Um, yeah, I guess that's all I got for examples right now. The internet doesn't want to help us out either. Um, yeah. So yeah, like I said, the key is to just be very aware of how light spreads from its source, um, and that's going to help you really figure out, you know, what you need to do as far as that. Play with the light, man. Don't just set up a shot and expect it to just work. Casper, we're talking about trying to get the plastic out of your toy shots. So, um, yeah, you just atmosphere is a big key though.
Yeah.
It really helps diffuse a lot of the light just all over the scene. Um, so, like, did I skip any? No, okay. So, like this one here, this one has no atmosphere, right? This and Philip, this is a great shot. There's nothing too plasticky about this. This is the Hot Toys, by the way. Um, so this is a plastic head, but if you had some atmosphere, see how even though this is nice, vibrant colors, you might still be able to retain a lot of that color, but it would have just gave it more life because right now this is looking very much like a diorama, like a setup shot. Not like Spider-Man is actually walking by this alley door or something. Pablo, I've been talking a lot. You got something to add?
um, I
Kind of
would have
going to.
I would have added a little bit more light to this one though. Miles is blending at least the dark parts of Miles is blending in way too much to the door. I would have wanted a little bit more separation. Um, yeah, the atmosphere would have been great on here. I do
Well,
like
see
the
the
dial, but the I'm not sure about the if we should be able to see the light like that because of the angle that we're at. I
that
think
is a weird angle for that light, right? It's like
yeah,
it's almost like the light's pointing out away from the
right.
building.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I'm
but
not
if you
sure.
had atmosphere, this light would have maybe created a cool little V shape coming
Well, I
down
would have
too.
cropped that out so it's not visible, and we would have still gotten the feeling that there's a light above the door without
Mhm.
having to show that. Um, but yeah, I think I would have added a little bit more light just to pop him off the door because all the dark portions of Miles are blending way too much into that door.
This one's very reminiscent of my Miles shot, the one where he's
Pretty
walking
cool
through the
shot though.
street.
I like the pose a lot though.
I'm gonna bring that one up just for comparison here. Um, Not that he's in front of a door at all, but God, I shot that one so long ago now. I think I was just scrolling. Keep on down scrolling. Man, where'd it go? No, I've passed it. God, I hate it when that happens. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Let's find that Miles shot. There it is, right there. Jeez. So, can you? What do you between the two shots, Pablo? What are you thinking makes this one work over the other one? I mean, other than the door being way too close.
Well,
I
with
mean,
this one, there's nothing that Miles is blending into in the background. So I do like how dark Miles looks here compared to the other one. On the other one, the fact that the door is so black and dark, Miles is blending in too much to it. And I think I would have just added a little bit of rim light, like brought that light that he used above, brought in a little bit more to the bottom just to separate him away from the door would have worked. But he didn't need to put too much light, like not to intensify the figure itself, but just to separate the blacks away from the door because it's just blend for me. It's just blending in too much, and you can see that harsh shadow of Miles going up the stairs of the door. And on your shot here, how dark Miles looks works because the background isn't something where he's blending into it, and you can tell that there's a harsh light coming from above, like he's walking underneath a bridge or wherever
yeah, I
he's
got a
walking from.
BTS I was gonna move to so we can see where all
So
the lights are.
I like the way that's lit because you can tell that the light's coming from above. There's a sources coming from above.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
see.
there's one light there shining straight down on him, and that's
Yeah.
really all I'm using.
It's just
Look
the
at that,
one
just
light.
one light. I don't even have a thing of fill back there on the backside. Oh wait, maybe I don't know. God, I need to like grow some hair, man. And then some nasty, yeah, bald head just looking right at you. Uh-oh, my wife sent me a YouTube link. I think she forgot I was on YouTube right now. So I did, I did add this street because I don't have, a cityscape to put behind them. Um, and I kind of went back and redid this because I didn't film my actual editing of the shots. So, but yeah, it looks like I used one light, one top down light on this. But I had to see how far away that light was from him too. It wasn't like right. You had some. Let me go back to that shot here. So let's see. So see how far that is. That's a good foot maybe off of his head. So and yet it's like, yeah, there you go. He's a 12-inch tall figure, so it's about a foot off his head, and it's nothing but just a hard white, to make it look like a street light or something he's walking under, and that lights up a lot of everything. I don't believe I left the room light on when I shot it, but this is before I got my Moji cases. See my hot toys stored on that table back there. That was me building my Moji cases.
Ah, is that what you shot it on? Is that a magic case that he's standing on?
No, no, he's standing
Oh,
on a
okay.
table,
Oh,
IKEA
okay.
table, standing on an IKEA table. But anyway, yeah, so there's just one light there, and that's how I was rocking it. But he was also off of that wall. You saw that wall in the background. It was way back there. It wasn't right here on top of it. So I understand too, like you may not have the biggest diorama piece, and that's what you have to work with. But if you notice, I had two different walls back there. Neither of them really matched, but they were just there to kind of make up for the fact that my diorama was not big enough to cover the entire background that I needed it to cover. So you have to sometimes do those things,
Yeah.
Just
But I mean, overall, the composition is cool. I do
yeah,
like that. But yeah, he just needs a little bit more, just a slight rim light, just to get him off that door or separate him away from the door. I would have moved Miles. I mean, the way it is, just bring Miles more towards the camera,
yeah.
and that would
I
have
know. I know. A
separated
lot
him.
of the time, we are always asking you guys to punch your figures out of the backgrounds and stuff. Wait, my monitor. There we go. We're asking you to punch it out more by giving us a rim light or like something behind them and bring them out of the background. Not every shot needs that.
Yeah,
Like you
no,
saw
yeah,
my shot that I did is it's one light. That was one light, but that one light is able to do all of that. It's able to separate him from that background. It's able to light him and yet create that mood. So like on this shot, you have a bounce card or something sending light back at his face. His face, like that eye, is really bright. I mean, it is a white eye. It's going to be fairly bright, but there's a light source, not a big strong one, but some light source lighting up the front of this figure. Either the light that you're just ambient room lighting from your when you're shooting it or what. But um, that's I think another reason that's not selling this properly. I know we want to separate him from that door, but I don't know if you trusted the process of the scene to give you that separation. So I would like to, if you could pull this light out over his head more, because it looks like it's kind of behind him and shooting more like,
yeah. It's angled.
looks like it's tilted funny and angled. If you could bring this out so it's directly over his head and
Yeah,
try that, I would love to see what happens with that and
yeah.
just use
I
that
think
as
that'll
your one.
that'll probably separate him. Like that'll bring enough light even behind him away from the door.
Yeah.
If that light was directly above
They'll
him.
brighten up the door too.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, let's see here. 6 scale Steve, what are you using for smoke? Oh, yeah, we already went over that one. The atmosphere aerosol doesn't harm the camera or lens. It can build up a film on it if you're not careful, but I haven't to this point had any issue to really worry about it. I mean, occasionally if I see a speck or something on the lens, I wipe it down with a lens towel. Just something, no big deal. Um, Casper, you missed everything. Yeah, Chase. I mean, the biggest thing with any kind of photography is just working on lighting. I mean, that is. I want to get Mr. Lee on here because I want to talk to him about his shots, man. I mean, I know you doing something similar, but I got to go to the goat, man. I gotta go. Filled with full. There's a dim light source I had to use because the shot was too dark with just the one light above. Okay. Hmm. Maybe you get the one light above, put a white card on the floor. Put a white card and let that bounce back up at him a little bit. And maybe that would fill in just enough to bring him out. Who knows? Play with it, man. Play with it. Don't be afraid to play with it. You won't go blind. Now. Uh going to reshoot. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Let's try that. Let's see. I've been using my vape and my haze machines around the Hot Toys. The Predators have seen the most kind of sometimes like they'll feel a little tacky, but then like now they feel fine. So it's just I don't know. It's weird. Pablo, again, I've been talking a lot. Let's go into those wonderful toys, man. The mask. You're muted, Pablo. I
No,
don't
I was
know.
saying this is a cool shot. Yeah, this is. I mean, those wonderful toys has been upping up his game. Um,
I'm definitely getting a
I
mask. Checking this out.
yeah, I do. I like how well lit he is, but you can. I want to know where the spotlight's coming because it feels like it's a spotlight on the mask.
But it's the
And
mask. Maybe he generated one with his,
it's true
you know,
because he
hey,
does break. He
human
does break the
thing
fourth
in it.
wall, so that does
Maybe
make
he
sense.
did the fourth
It's the
wall.
mask, and it's a great looking figure. I want to get my hands on this figure.
What figure is this? Is this
It's
a
a third party.
small
I can't
scale?
remember the name. It's 12 scale. It's 112. Yeah.
Nice, nice. It's
Um,
very spoofy, man. I like it. I like it a lot. The only thing that I would work on here is like, see, this is like a cityscape back here. You need more light coming from this. See how it's got that glow? You need to emphasize that glow somehow. Like, bring that out some more because it doesn't look like a natural glow. It looks like the lights in the building and the glow. They're not punchy enough. So either you need to go back through and Photoshop and bring that back out some more, like just punch it up. Um,
I don't know. I kind of like the
It
way
could
it
be part of the
does
fourth wall break too. It could be just like he's on a set
because
kind of thing. The
yeah,
fourth wall is on a set.
because the way it looks like the spotlight is all the light is drawn to him, like he's the main focal point. So I think it works the way he has it set up, and I do like it, and I like the atmosphere. It kind of helps bounce around some of that light underneath him too. Which
Yeah.
it, overall it's cool. I like the concept a lot. I love the pose he has him in.
Yeah, yeah, I like the pose. It is somehow a little stiff looking though.
A little bit, but I'm not like I said, I'm not
Yeah, I'm
sure. I'm
not
not familiar
knocking
with
it.
the figure, so yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not sure what the limitations on it is, but overall, it's a cool concept. I like it a lot.
it looks great, man. It looks great.
Hmm.
Um, but I like this. We're falling back on the fact that the mask can break the fourth wall and control the lighting and stuff. But I like to see this shot done where it's not doing that. Like when you're trying to set up for the actual scene and not allowing for the fourth wall break excuses as to why the light's the way it is. So, um,
Yeah, he's definitely breaking the fourth
yeah,
wall.
he's definitely breaking it here. So, but I would like to see what you do with it because I mean, this cop's got a light source coming from this side. The mask's got a light source coming from this side. Um, so yeah, I like to see what you do if you're setting it up as a non fourth wall break. We're gonna move on though. We're gonna move on. Pablo, is
This
this the
one,
one?
yeah, this is the
This
one.
is the one.
Yeah,
All right.
this is the one. You can
Tell us
rip it.
about this one, Pablo. I'm
So
ready.
this
I'm
is
ready. Hold on. Let me open up another drink. Oh wait, no, this one's still open. All right.
this is one of the new half giant figures that I picked up while I was at Legion's Con. It's such a great figure. I'm having excuse me, I'm having a lot of fun photographing him right now. Him along with some other figures, but um I'm really happy with this shot. I there were some things I would have liked to done differently. I would have liked to shown motion from where that orc on the hammer is getting hit. There's a slight blur to him, but I don't think it's enough to show that he's getting hit by that hammer that he just swung. Um, but overall, I do like the way I put this thing together. The lighting, yeah, might have. I think I could have brought in some more light on the orc's face just to give it some more pop. I mean, not the orc face, on the half giant's face, just to bring it a little bit more pop and get him a little bit separated away from that rock source in the back.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's really bugging me is that separation between him and the rock and the separation between him and this guy. Like this guy is almost kind of melding into his arm here.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I love everything about it.
And I'm actually surprised I didn't use any atmosphere on this. I didn't. I was thinking about using the fog machine, but then I was thinking, you know what?
You didn't?
Nope, no,
It's
there's
got
no.
like a general haze. Maybe it's a filter you use or something. But yeah, that's crazy. That's awesome. Well, there's wonderful toy says Pablo, you continue to kill it. Love
Thank
the
you, sir.
lighting of this shot. And
No, there's more.
what? I mean, finish this sentence, man. Don't just say and leave me there. Ah, I would have sat there all day too.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, let's see what we
yeah.
got here. Oh,
It was part of the Mythic Legends collaboration.
dude, I'm soon to have my very first Mythic Legion, man. As soon
Yes,
as I get my paycheck and I can send Trevor my money,
nice. Yeah, you're gonna enjoy that headless horseman.
Headless Horseman. I
Such
tried
a
to
great
win.
figure.
He had some unknown or something he gave
Oh
away
yeah,
last.
on his live stream on Monday. Yeah, I missed it because I was at the movie theater.
I did the hashtag thing. I was like, come on, nope. I was like, I'm gonna have 2 figures from Trevor. Nope.
Right? Nope.
I've been like, Trevor, you can save some money and just ship it with the other guy. But nope, didn't win. So this is great, man. This is great. I think one other thing, and this is no deal breaker either way, but maybe light up this side of the shield a little bit. It's just
I
a very
I did
flat.
I did try it. I just wasn't happy with it. So I
Yeah.
went ahead
All
and
right.
removed it. I had a bounce card to bounce some light back into that direction because I wanted to light up that orc that's on the hammer,
Mm-hmm.
but the light that was bouncing on the back side of that shield was getting distracting, so I just eliminated it. I took it off.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know how you would have done it. It's just the fact that it's just nothing but a black void kind of.
Yeah, and there's no, yeah, because there's no texture or anything on the back side of the shield. So what I might end up doing is just customizing the back ends of the shield just to give it something, so it doesn't look
Some
like a
wood
flat
grain,
void.
maybe
Yeah,
get one of these wire brushes and scrape it up with some bit and just kind
yeah,
of get.
yeah.
But
Because
yeah, these are
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I like it crossed my mind, but then I tried it. I tried to bounce some light. I just didn't like the way it was going, so I decided not to put the light on there.
all right. We'll move on, man. This is a great shot. I love it. I love it. I'm jealous of all your abilities. We already went through 6 scale, Steve. You trying to cheat? Are you trying to cheat, 6 scale, Steve?
I was
Two
gonna say,
different
man,
things.
did he really retake it?
I am TJ Williams. What's up, Tom? Here we go, man. We got Farm Boy. Not so much Farm Boy. I don't know what Luke Skywalker is this? It's like a
I don't know.
mix.
I think it's a
It's like
black
a
series.
brownish tone to him. It's weird.
He has Hasbro post hashtags on there.
Say again. You're mumbling.
I think it's a Black Series because he has Hasbro tagged or the hashtag for Hasbro on there. It might be a Black
One
Series.
second. One second. Chase magnitude bounce card. You mean a white paper poster board? Yeah. Anything.
Yeah, anything
It
white.
doesn't necessarily have to be white. I mean, if you want to bounce like a particular
Oh, yeah.
tone, you can even do that with like a different color card, or as I did with that Kratos one is on one of my bounce cards. I put blue gels on it to bounce that bluish tone back at Kratos. Because my gels wouldn't tape onto the light I was using or whatever, they wouldn't fit. So I was like, I just put them on the bounce card, bounce it back like that. And it'll also kind of cut because the gel wasn't all blue. You know, the bounce source wasn't all blue. There was some white around it. It helped cut it so it wasn't just nothing but hard blues. So it made a really nice, interesting, on that Kratos shot, it made a really nice white blue kind of, it cut itself so it wasn't so heavy in the blue. It was really nice. But yeah, back to this guy. Sorry, Pablo.
No, you're good. It's a cool background. Um,
Yeah,
did a good
I'm
job.
digging the background.
Now I'm having a
Um,
hard time distinguishing whether it's shot outdoors or he shot it in front of a screen because
I think
He
he's in
did a
front of a screen.
he did a great job getting the ground to blend in all the way to the back. Like you don't see the cut or the difference in color tones. It's matched up very well.
Yeah, it looks like he might have started it right around here.
Looks really
It looks like
good.
he used a beach or something because it looks like there's waves or something over there.
Yeah, it looks yeah. Overall, it's a cool
But
shot. I like it.
Tatooine is the Dune Sea, right?
Ah, yes, yeah. The composition is great. The pose, it looks a little stiff, but it's okay. It works. Um, yeah. Overall, it's pretty good. I wish there was a little bit more texture on that soft goods, but I mean that's no fault of the image at all.
Yeah, it's very, very starchy looking. Like it doesn't
Yeah,
really fold well at all. But
but yeah,
yeah,
it's a
it's
cool shot.
you
It's
do.
well lit. I like how he has it lit. It's
He says it's digital. You can see it in the BTS. Okay, I was
oh
like,
okay,
what?
nice. Okay.
Is there a BTS? Did I need to go one more over? Oh, son of a biscuit! What happened? What?
Oh,
How did it? What the heck?
where did you go?
I don't know what happened, man. I was clicking the thing, and then the thing went thing, and there we go. BTS.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, see this water? Haha, I knew it.
Oh, so okay. Now I see how he did it.
See, he's
Okay.
using tinfoil for a little bit of oh, he's using it. He's using the black foil to. So this is a black foil or whatever. So this is going to help. What do you call it?
Absorb it.
The light.
It's gonna
Uh,
absorb the light
yeah, but Trevor
versus
always used a particular term.
oh to
Uh, block it to whatever. So
yeah.
he's
There's a
bouncing
term
this
for
off of the white source, and he's using this to block light from going any further outside this region.
hmm
Um, so this is cinefoil, I guess, whatever it's
yeah.
called.
Centerfold.
And he's got a light source up here, but he's not using it. Um, so
Cool.
what I'm seeing here, though, is where's your, so your light source for Luke and everything should be back here, though, right? Or no? Wait,
No, no. I think it.
is the sun in front of him? Is that what it is?
I believe the sun's a problem. It should because I don't see the sun's
Yeah,
not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it's getting brighter.
yeah, it's brighter up there. Okay,
Yeah,
so yeah, the sun's in front of him. But
yeah.
I probably wouldn't have done the sun quite that low. I would have probably brought it up here because I would have helped swallow him, like get around his shoulders and stuff, and swallow him better in the shot. You know, because you got some
Oh
hard light
yeah, that dark
here,
shadow back there, right there. Yeah.
some hard shadows here. So I would have brought that sun up, and it would have helped. Although it does a great job, your light source does a great job of lighting this too. So
Yep. Yeah, it's well done.
maybe a snoot just to light
Very
him up
well.
more from this side. That way, it would kind of, I don't know, let it play a little better and get that wrap around to bring him out. Because as Trevor would always mention, and I think I mentioned before as well, you know, your outdoors light is it's it bounces off of everything, like all the atmosphere. The light is bouncing all over the place, so
It's
it's
a huge
almost like a
light source too.
natural, yeah, a natural, reflecting process and all the little whatever outdoors. So, oh, the softbox is on. Okay, I couldn't even tell. It looked like it was off. Now I got to look again. Boom, doom, 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 doom.
Well, he may have it off here.
Yeah, it may be off for that, but yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like it's off. You know, so that's weird. But I won't argue. Maybe it was on. Who knows? Where's this going? Is that a light source too? That little thing going off that way? I don't know.
It's a
But
cool shot. Very
yeah,
cool.
this is a pretty
Very
cool
well
shot,
done.
man. Yeah, you got some kind of light source coming from this side because his face is darker on this side. So yeah, you got another light source over here. Yeah, for some reason though, you do have like this shadow all around him, and that's looking like he's been pasted in front of it. Down here looks great, but up here against the sky blue, it looks weird. So I don't know how to fix that. What do you think? Any way you can think to fix that?
It's just he would need to bring in another light camera right behind him, shining directly behind him, and it'll eliminate that
Wash
shadow.
that shadow off. Okay. So there you have it. There's our answer for that. Pablo, Pablo,
The
Pablo.
trench. Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful work. Again, beautiful, beautiful
Thank you.
work. Um,
Oh, this shot by Mike is awesome.
Mike with insightful imagery. Now, Mike uses flashes, guys. Somebody
Yes.
was talking about using flash
Yeah.
on plastic. So this is all flash. That's what
Mhm.
Mike rocks with, man. He's gonna teach me how to use a flash one day because I've never used one. Pablo, you can break it down, man.
When Mike showed me this shot, I was like, man, I want this figure. I'm so surprised how quick he got this figure already. It's a
This
great
is that
looking
Joy
figure.
toy, right?
Yeah, it's a Joy Toy. It's from the first 112 scale line. Um, yeah, yeah. Mike kills it with the flash, and this is done outdoors too. So he has a flash, and then he's using the ambient light around him too.
Wow,
Yeah,
it's
this is
gorgeous.
fantastic. I love the particles that are just floating around. Just yeah, it's a great shot. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
Mike
know what
kills it.
else to say about it.
Yeah, I have no. Yeah, I can't even give him any tips on this because yeah, yeah, it's a beautiful
So
shot.
we're just gonna admire this and move on. Mike, this is beautiful. Thank you for sharing this with us. Um,
Yeah,
Star
it's awesome.
Wars photographer. We got this. Oh, this is the same one we looked at.
Yeah,
That's
we
right.
looked
I
at that one. Yep.
saw it two different ways. R3
Ooh,
Toys, man. This is Hot Toys Boba Fett.
looks very dreamy.
So there's your Hot Toys. This is R3 Toys. Pablo, lay into him, man, because he's been trying to tell us how to do our job. Just kidding.
It just I was it looks very dreamy,
Yeah,
like
it
a
looks awesome. I
dream.
like that little
Yeah,
effect there.
yeah, I
I like
like the
that.
effect on it. Yeah. Um, actually, I can't. I love the amount of lighting he has. I like how it's nice and well lit above, and then it just fades down. It gets into the darks as you go down. Um, so yeah, no man.
Yeah, the only thing that I would try to work on is try to get this hard spot out of it right
Yeah,
here.
but that is it. Just sometimes a little different. I mean, you can.
You may
Uh,
not be able to get it out, and keep the tone of your picture. So I mean, don't sacrifice the tone, but something to practice though is to try to not have these hard spots like this and make that a softer light,
if you
and
use
still get
Photoshop, it's easy to do with the heel brush tool or even
yeah,
that shift the content aware trick would
yeah.
have helped out and would have eliminated that hard spot. It would have
Um,
just
R3 says the dreamy thing is the Orton effect. I kind of went overboard in Photoshop. Oh,
it looks cool though. If you went over, it still looks cool because it does give it that nice dreamy effect. Like either whoever is looking at him got knocked in the head and he's kind of dazed, so it's got that hazy feel to it. So it looks pretty cool. It's well done.
I've never
It,
used this Orton effect. What is this Orton effect you
yeah,
speak
I've
of?
never used it either, but it's cool. It's a cool effect. I need to look into
Is
that.
that effect in Photoshop or is that just what you called it? Is that like a name you just made up? I don't know. Tell us more about the Orton effect while we look at another one of Pablo's because it's all about him.
This shot was so I took this shot. I like this shot. It's a great shot. Um, although I have a mistake in it, that I didn't catch while I was shooting. I didn't notice it until I was already doing the post where I was just doing some color adjustments. But on that orc, his belt, his skirt piece is on backwards. That ornament you see
Uh,
there on his back should be in the front.
I mean, it's
So,
not a tail.
no, it should be in the front. All
Oh,
that
look at that
the
going. I
whole
don't
the
know
whole
what's going
skirt
on here,
piece
man.
the whole skirt piece needs to be turned around. And the thing is, I didn't notice it until, like I said, I had posted it, and then I saw it, and then I told myself, I was like, I wonder how many people who collect Mythic Legions are gonna catch on to that. And one person did notice it and messaged me about it, and then I asked Trevor if he caught where I made the mistake, and he finally saw the mistake too. Um, but not too many people caught on to it. But yeah, I wasn't gonna go back and reshoot it. I went ahead and left it because I mean it doesn't look that bad, but it's just if you
No.
know your figures. And the thing is that prior to this shot, I used this orc for a different shot where I had him being cut from the waist, so I had popped all that loose. So when I popped it back in place, I didn't. I had it on backwards. So I was like,
All
well,
right.
it worked.
Hold on. Hold on. So R3 is telling me you could do control, plus Shift. I'm writing this down too because I always forget this stuff. Plus Alt plus the letter E. I don't know if I have that many fingers. For a stamp visible layer. Then you can set the blur super high, like 50, and then add a hue saturation layer. So set blur, and then hue saturation. I'm taking notes.
I'm gonna take a quick screenshot.
And jack the saturation up to 100.
And reduce the opacity.
Then reduce the opacity to like 1% and mask it off.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know if I'm going to understand these instructions later, but I'll write on the sideshow thank you card. We shall see.
We shall see. I'll probably try it on that orc.
Hold on here. 6 scale. I wish the show was as exciting as this shot. What?
Oh, oh man.
Oh, he meant the Book of Boba Fett show.
Oh,
At least I hope he did. Oh my god. If not, that's some little
that's harsh,
bars.
man.
He's like, thanks for the help, guys. All right, Andrew with the Mondo Kratos, man. I didn't get this Kratos, and you know what? I'm kind of glad I didn't because look what One Toy's got coming out.
Oh. Hey,
Okay.
hold on that thought. I'll be right back. I need to make sure my daughter's getting ready to go to bed. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna step away really quick.
Not acceptable at all. Why? I don't know why it did that. So yeah, so this is this Kratos just seems. I wish I had better pictures of it, but this Kratos seems to be a little better in general. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is the one I think I'm gonna get. This is a 6 scale Kratos here. Look at that, just great looking Kratos. Great looking Kratos. But the picture here, though, this is great. I like this one. Hold on here. Hold on. R3 says, is the technique that landscape photographers, my original photo focus, use? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to get you on the show sometime, R3, I think, and go over this process verbatim. Tom says you can always go back and watch the vid later. Leave a like. Thanks, man. R3, I have one piece of advice for any photographer using Control Shift plus Alt plus E. It's the best command you can learn. It creates a stamp visible layer that combines all active layers into one layer that you can edit. I don't really know what that means, but yes. Yes, it is an awesome tip. So let's look at Andrew's. He's got the Mondo Kratos, and he's got pretty much a blue light on this side and a bounce, it looks like, on this side, just to kind of catch some of the light and hit it back here. I'm not sure if I like the fact that you lost his eye entirely to black, darkness here. I think this is Pablo rubbing off of me. I would really like to have gotten some light into this eye. So, but other than that, I think it's a pretty great shot, man. So get the one light source, the bounce here, and Pablo, as I was mentioning, I was like, I kind of really wish we had a little bit of
A
light.
little more pop on that light on that eye. Yeah.
Kind of like how you got the light here. You got dark here, but you got a little bit of light coming right there. I think if you could have replicated that over on this side,
Yeah, because you can see the catch light on the other eye. A little bit of the catch light. So yeah, if he would have brought it to the other side, it would have. Yeah. Other than that, it's a great shot. I like the shot. Overall lighting's awesome.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think it's just one blue with a bounce on this side for his face.
Mm-hmm.
Bouncing that back over there, and there's a nice snow effect on him, though.
Yeah.
I probably would have masked out a little bit of the snow over his face. Maybe got some smaller particles back behind this one. Done a mask with some
Yep.
more blurrier particles back there to give it more of a depth to it. Because right now it's kind of lacking a little bit of that depth. Need more depth. I mean, you got the depth here, but you don't have it anywhere over there. So it's yeah. And the way that this cuts off I mean, you can if you look closely, you can see his skin tone coming back here. I would have probably punched that out a little bit more because this makes it look like he's wearing like a big furry moo or something.
If he could be,
Huh? Yeah, he could
it
be,
could
but
be,
no,
it could be.
I know the armor. I know the armor. And Steve was talking about Boba, not the show. So thanks, Steve. Good recovery. Um, but Chase is new to Photoshop and Lightroom, man. We were all new at one point. Watch a lot of YouTube videos, and you will be where we're at. You know, more confident, but still not great.
Ooh,
Let's see.
oh
Rippic
man,
Tan using that same diorama, man. I love it.
this is a beautiful
I'm
shot.
jealous that he can get so much utility out of this one diorama. I really
Mm-hmm.
am. Um,
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go first real quick on
No,
this
go
shot.
ahead. And you're probably gonna say everything I'm thinking of already. But go ahead.
Well, I
No, no,
mean,
go ahead.
I'm really liking this shot. I'm liking
Yeah.
everything about it, but it looks like you might be using more than one light source on this Millennium Falcon, and that's kind of weird because your light's coming from over here, right? I would expect some shadow fall off more towards the front of this Falcon. Let me see if he's got a BTS here. Oh, well, there's the sun. All right, let's see. Uh,
And there's the
is the sun doing all
Falcon.
that light? No, come on. Don't tell me it's so.
Could
I guess it
be. I
is.
don't see any other light sources. Oh no,
He's
yeah, the
got a bounce there. I don't know. I think I would have liked to see what it does when you let that fall off because you know, is it me or does it look just too new and shiny or something? Just like
well, yeah, it looks it needs a wash. 'Cause,
you think it just needs a wash that might do
yeah,
it?
I just think it needs a wash. But other than that, I mean, even if it was a new and shiny Millennium Falcon that he just got, overall the way
That
he
was what
has
I
it
was
lit,
harping on. Though. So what else
if
did
it
I
is
miss?
lit just by the sun, man, like wow, that is fantastic because it really gives you that sense of feel that he's just barely coming into that canyon or whatever he's about to fly through, and that's just the opening where the sun is hitting, and then he's about to get into the the shadow part of it. And I love the way he did the whole atmosphere and the particles throwing all that dirt around. Man, his shots are always amazing. I love this guy's shots,
Yeah, I think
especially with the
R3 is
same
hitting it on the head.
diorama.
Though. I think R3 is hitting it on the head though. He says, "I love this photo. If I had to absolutely nitpick though, I'd say move the Falcon more camera right and only have the smoke and dirt effects in the wake of the Falcon, not in front of it."
Yeah, yeah, that probably yeah.
I can concur with that because I
Yep.
mean, particularly the dirt effects. I mean, the smoke maybe you could leave there, but the dirt effects. I mean, why is this over here?
Yeah, I think it should have. Well, I mean, now I don't know whether is there any type of boosters underneath the Falcon that I can remember to help
No,
it
no,
when it
it's all
does
rear
the
boost.
it's all rear booster. It's got nothing underneath where
Although it's
it'll.
got some way that it levitates up when it takes off. I still haven't figured that out because you
Because
don't
I'm
see
trying to
any
figure out
jets.
whether that's pressure from underneath the ship while they made that turn, and that's where it got.
No, that's where the air gun was to blow all the debris that way. That's what that is. um, no, but I dig this shot. I think you do need a wash on the Falcon because the Falcon is not a clean ship, and this is very clean. You want to black wash this a little bit, and then play with your dog because that's what we do here on this show. You're muted or something. I can't hear you.
Keep talking about the shot. I'll be right back. Let me just make sure this she
Okay.
goes to bed. I'll be right back.
Well, we're gonna move on to the next shot though. R3 Toy says could be chasing a TIE fighter or something, but it's so maybe just include the tail end of the TIE fighter as a foreground element. That is true, yeah. Very good points you're saying there, R3. Let's take a moment of silence for Kevin Conroy. Green Man, thank you for sharing the shot. Yeah. Very sad week. I want to do a Batman shot. I really do. but I was mentioning this to Pablo before the show. I want to recreate this. Let me just pull it up here. Detective. I don't remember what issue it is here. Let me find the cover here. All right, can I? What issue is that? Yeah. So I want to do open image in new tab. There. Oh, come on, give me a bigger picture than that. You're killing me. Um, well, I guess it's best we're gonna get. So what I want to do is something like this for Kevin Conroy's, but change this to Kevin Conroy at the bottom and get my Hush Batman figure, I think, to do this pose, something to that effect. But I need a tombstone I can do, something like that with. I'm really digging that. Bruley, what's going on, buddy? So that's what I want to do for my Kevin Conroy shot. Um, but I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon. So now somebody else is gonna do it, and it's gonna be ruined. But you just know that I said it here first. Uh, what is this? Toy Mercs promo. All right, moving on. We went over that shot. We did not go over Harry's shot. This is Harry's shot, man. I really wish we had Pablo back for Harry's shot. So yeah. I like I said, I need to come up with a statue though, or something to do that shot with. But yeah, we're looking at one of Harry's here, Pablo.
Yep, Harry shot.
So get on into it, buddy. Do it, Doug.
Is he here tonight? No, he's not here tonight. Well, I had already spoke to him. I do like the lighting on it. I think it's a little uh overwashed in the center, but it works though for this shot. And the majority of these figures are on here are all customs that he's made, and that diorama as well. And that the orc figure, he kind of made it like as a tribute to me. He named it after me.
This one?
Yeah.
This one's called Pablo?
It's called Polosi or Polosios or something like that. I
Oh,
forgot how you
Polio.
pronounce it. Yeah,
Polios,
and
my
uh,
king, the banner. Men have rallied. We stand ready.
which is
Wait.
pretty cool.
Okay. Rock on. Chase Magnitude is asking how you can be featured on the show. It's not very difficult. All we ask that you, because of Instagram's weird hashtag handling, we ask there's a couple of things you have to do. You have to tag me on Instagram. So at Moz underscore toy underscore box. So I'll type that out just so you have it at Moz underscore toy underscore box. Um, so you want to tag that. And when I say tag, see how this is tagged? This is tagged. So
Yeah, it's gonna be tagged on
here
the
I'm
photo itself.
tagged right there, Moz Toy Box. You need to make sure I'm tagged there, not over here. That's not going to show up in my tags.
Yeah.
The other thing you want to do, just kind of sometimes I get tagged just because people want to share with me their stuff and not necessarily share with everybody else. So what I also ask that you do is you also tag with a hashtag, um,
Toy Moz.
which I don't think Harry did that.
I'm
Oh, we
surprised he
can't talk about
didn't.
Harry's now. No. Bye, Harry.
I have
Here's
it there.
somebody that follows the instructions, right? Right. Yeah,
There you go.
see?
Hashtag Toy Moz.
Hashtag Toy Moz. So he's tagged me and hashtagged me. And that's all you need to do. And that way I'll know that we can get into it and talk about this shot. Now, we will talk about Harry's because I think he meant to tag me for that because
Yeah,
otherwise I don't know if he'd tag me. Um, but yeah. I agree with
because
you.
it was
It's a little
it was
over.
part of the collaboration for the Mythic Legions collaboration, and he just copied and pasted the info that they gave us, and he probably just forgot
Yeah,
to put the hashtag.
fair enough.
But
But he remembered to tag me. So
yeah.
that's
Hmm.
yeah. I'm digging this shot, but I agree it is a little, especially this light beam is kind of washing these two out a little bit, and
Just a
I
little
like
bit. It's
the
not
light
like
beam.
very distracting, but if he had toned it down a little bit, I think you would have seen more detail. But I mean, it works for the fact that it's a big window, and if the sunlight's coming directly from that side already at whatever time it is, then it works. And
It works and it doesn't work. If it's such a big window bringing this light in, I would expect rays coming from this one here and
true,
kind
like
of
all
coming
around.
out the side
Yeah,
and like rays coming out all over, not just right here. It's
yeah.
very focused, and this I think part of what makes it look more washed out than actual light ray type brightness. Uh, R3 says, Pablo, are your background
Color paper,
lit on a
yes.
color paper with the light?
So the background paper is a solid black seamless sheet of paper, and I have an RGB light in the back that well, actually, this light that you see behind me, the purple light, is that exact same light. It's an RGB light, and I just changed the colors to get the gradient. So it's shot on directly on a black seamless paper, and I just changed the color.
Right. And we went through the Chucky shots. This is more Pablo, so
Mm.
beautiful stuff, Pablo. But we're skipping around here. Collection Unleashed. This is that Hush Batman I was just talking about. OG fan with Star Wars was just Star Wars. What's going on, buddy?
Why not, ma?
I'm trying to find my own way of like being excited about people here being here, and that wasn't it.
You tried. You tried. It's all
I tried.
right.
I am excited that you're here, though, OG fan. Um, this is the Batman Hush figure. This figure's really tricky, man. This cape is the wiring system in this is odd. Um, like you got these cool wires coming out of the cape, but they're not attached to the neck. They're free floating. So they're like, I don't know. It's just a pain in my ass is what they are. Um, but as far as the shot goes, you're catching a lot of that plasticky look because you're using that harder light there, and you're seeing that harder light there. You really want to soften this light on this figure, particularly this figure, because Batman, you don't want the hard lights on him. This is all supposed to be cloth, so you really don't want to get any of that there. Um, Also, I know he's looking down at something, but it doesn't. I feel like you need to bring him up further and give an idea that he's on a ledge or something looking down, because this angle looks very weird without seeing like any indication that there's something down past this floor that he's standing on. Maybe it's just me. I don't know if Pablo's been paying attention enough to
No,
answer me,
I'm
but
paying yeah, I'm paying attention. To the way I looked at the shot when you brought it up, it looks like it's a helicopter light on him. So a helicopter light would look that harsh, and that angle would be the angle that someone's looking at Batman on the ledge. So it kind of works. So, but yeah, if he had brought it the way you were saying and given us more of what he's looking down at, then yeah, that could have worked too. But I kind of like the way it is. But the light is pretty harsh. I would have softened it up a bit.
I don't buy the helicopter light though, man. Hold on, we got to pull up one of mine again now. See what you made me do, Pablo, by saying that. You pull up one
What
of
do you mean you're
mine.
not buying the helicopter light?
I'm not buying it. All right, so let's go to one of my older shots because I did a helicopter light specifically.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Which one is that? Why don't I remember that?
Batman one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did.
Boom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right.
Helicopter light. This is a one light helicopter light. But see, what I think he did wrong is he snooted it. It's way too tight.
Yeah, it is tight. Yeah, it should have
It's
been a
way
little
too
bit
tight,
more.
and you really want some atmosphere because the helicopter's been kicking up dirt and stuff. So you want to put atmosphere in that shot if that's what the light source is supposed to be.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
it is a little
I
harsh.
would I would definitely mute this light source, diffuse it out so it doesn't give so much plastic results. But this is where did my window go? This is my rendition of a helicopter light source. This is one Loom Cube panel mini right over their head. Um, and it's did I do a? I don't think I even did a BTS for this. Oh wait, there we go. Oh no, is it a snoot? Hold on. Oh, it's a
It
snoot.
look
Oh
it
my
is a snoot.
god, it is a snoot. but it's far enough away that it comes out, and I did the snoot so it kind of give you that cone, you know. Wait, no, let's play that out. Hold on. So snoot, it's off to one side too. We're not doing a center shot, right? So I got to snoot it and see how I'm not trying to catch all of him in it. I'm like off to the side, like catching them both really well. And so that's what I did. All right. Hold on here. What does he say? Oh, we're still talking about the nut hanging out. Okay, I saw that one earlier. So yeah, I'm using a snoot there, but I'm also adding that atmosphere, which is breaking that up, you know, making that, if you look at this, you can see the smoke in there, and it's making it just kind of fan out, like that look to it that fans out. There's no other light in that room at all. But I'm also putting his face. Lou.
I
on,
am
Lou?
sorry, guys. It's popping, people.
Dude,
I
you were
just
here,
woke
and
up.
then you weren't here, and I was like, "What?
Yeah, well, I just woke up, my man. I was
You
like,
woke up
okay,
outside?"
no, I woke up and I had to get dressed for work. But what happened was this: I saw that it was like 7 o'clock to show. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I'm here with my daughter watching, a movie, and then out cold.
See, you responded like around 5, going, "Yeah, I got you," and I was like,
Yeah,
"Cool, we got you today."
yeah. Yo, listen,
Next
I
thing I
got
know, nothing.
whoo, whoo.
Oh man. But
Yeah, my back.
we were just going over this what looks to be a snoot effect that they were trying to do on their Batman, or not a snoot, but like a
Helicopter.
helicopter kind of spotlight on him. And I was just going over the
Mm,
differences between what I pulled off with mine, which was a helicopter spotlight on my Batman,
okay.
versus this, where it really needs that
Well,
atmosphere kicked up.
yeah,
I
I
think.
would agree. I would agree because right now you still see as if Batman's still in the shadows and the light is not as sharp or prominent or bright enough to kind of convey that spotlight effect. At least with that, you have the ambience, the harsh shadows to convey like, okay, there's a strong light source and it's coming from way above and it's focusing on one source.
Yeah.
Here, it's like the the light is not coming from above more so than it's coming direct.
Yeah, it looks like it's right in front of him, going straight at him too. Now that you
Yep.
mention it, yeah.
Hold on.
So
It's
maybe it's in
raining.
the headlights. Maybe it's the car headlights. But you would use the
Maybe.
headlight the same way I did the overlights from the helicopter light. It would be the same type of system. You're gonna as I was going over it, I used the snoot. You want to have it far enough back so the snoot is actually a wide cast, but it's gonna be like that rounded off cast. And then you want to throw that atmosphere in it, man. You want to get that atmosphere in there. The engine's
Yeah.
running, little carbon dioxide or whatever's in the air, just kind of running that up with some, or the night's kind of foggy because you want to do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what would have
Um,
sold it a little bit more? Possibly a background, maybe brick, maybe a window, and a very, very harsh light in the front and nowhere else. Just one directed light. And maybe a gargoyle in the front, something to convey that, okay, he's getting spotted by a helicopter, but it's not from above, it's literally towards the side. If you're going to go with that.
oh,
True.
Casper's trying to get me more posts, man. Is there anything else we want to add with this one though?
Nope.
Nope.
All right, let's move on then. Dang it, we already went over those. Did we go over this one last week? 6 days ago? No, not yet. Oh
No.
wait, what happened?
Nope.
Wait.
You took it
Oh, we're
off.
gonna do this again, where it disappears off my thing.
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey, 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 Daddy, chill.
I'm trying to chill, but look what happened. Look, no hands. Poof, gone.
That's what she said.
All right, see, it's gone. Look, I had no hands there at all.
See,
Try the
that's what
next
she
shot.
said.
Look at that. It's
Try,
weird.
try the next one. Is he gonna do the same with this one? No, it's always been just that direct count. Isn't that the same thing that happened with that same the last time with
Yeah,
that
we can
same
just
account.
appreciate it like here, man. I mean, we already went over one of his shots anyway with the sound wave, so same things apply. Just great job, overall. But this is the last one. This is 6 days ago. We had Mad like a predator.
Wow.
He likes taking these outside. Lou, do you want to start on that, or are you too busy walking in the
I'm
rain?
gonna see. I'm gonna see. Well, I'm tripping in the rain, just tripping in the rain. But anyway, the grass needs to go. It's a little. It's not that it's long. It looks disproportionate as far as width. The blades of the grass just don't match with the figure. Other than that, atmosphere looks good. The muted colors look good, and I would say the laser effect is too bulky as well. They need to be
It's too
thinned
what?
up
I'm
a
sorry.
bit.
Cut out.
Bulky, like they're too wide out. They should be thinner. The lasers, they should be thinned out and maybe from tip to end, like that triangle effect. It should be thinner on the top, and then it gets wider towards the end, depending on if it's going to focus on the camera or is getting closer to where it's going to attack. Because that force of reference, how close it is, the laser would not change widthness or be that thick to begin with, as far as like if you can hear me.
All right,
Yeah, I agree.
Pablo. Anything else you want to add?
No. Actually, he pretty much nailed it. Yeah, the thickness on the laser is a little too thick.
I think it's not just the thickness. I think the brightness, because
The brightness also is too. It's too.
it is pretty light out. You're not going to
Yeah.
see these as predominantly as you'd want.
I mean, granted, you'll see it through the atmosphere, but not that prominent.
That
Yeah,
definitely doesn't work. I'm glad
yeah,
we
that
didn't
one
go
does
with that
not
one.
work. Yeah. See, that shot looks great without the lasers.
Yeah. Sometimes less
I
is
like
more,
the
man.
washed out one. Yeah, the lasers. I agree. This needs to choke up a lot more coming from these.
Mhm.
I like how thick they're getting here, but
Yeah,
again,
there. Yeah, it's fine there, but yeah, it's too
given the
thick.
time of day and the amount how light we got out here, that's just way too much you'd be seeing now, unless you make it really foggy, because that's where this is actually even picking up. If you shoot like a laser pointer across the room, unless you have atmosphere in the room, you're not going to see it.
Yeah.
So, you'll see the end point, which is your cat's jumping at that, but that's how you know where it is. But you're not going to see the beam unless there's some fog or something in the room. But the movies have always given you the beam anyway. So, but yeah, it's not a bad shot. It's just
No. It's not a bad shot at all.
I like the way he shoots these figures. I
Mm-hmm.
kind of wish he would try something new though. Is really what it comes down to.
What I would
Um,
like is for him to try less Photoshop effects and just focus on just the shot itself and just let that do its thing. Because from what I've seen in his recent shots, it's been pretty much the same. The going into the studio, adding lasers or adding something else to it takes away from the overall shot, and this is why I say less is more.
well, I do appreciate him trying to branch out though. I do.
No, oh yeah, no, definitely branch out, but it's called branch out, not tree out. You know what I mean? You want to
Right,
go in with a
right,
leaf,
tripod
or
daddy.
you know, well, hey. I go
Hey,
in
hey,
and I go in. All right, hey. She ain't complaining.
R3 Toy says laser width doesn't ever change. It's only one size. Okay, and then meow because of the cat joke. So that's the end of what we got for
Yep.
the new shots.
Yep. that is.
Lou, you weren't here, so I want to share this with you too. This is a statue I took a picture of last
The
night.
Kratos statue, yeah, man. Yo, dude.
You been playing the game,
Awesome.
man? You playing new God of War yet?
No. I've been carelessly playing through my cousin's eyes because he's been playing it on his new PS5, and since I don't have a PS5 and I can't do the share play feature where I could put his monitor on my screen. I've been watching him through his live streams, and I'm like, dude, I want to play this game so bad.
Dude, I played it all weekend, which is why you only see one shot from me this entire week, because I had the weekend off, but the rest of the time I'm working. And
Oh, yeah.
dude, I blew out my wrist, dude. I literally have to put ice on my wrist or something. It's just been crazy.
For playing?
Yeah, I mean, I just blew out my wrist just playing, man. I played 2 days straight.
Who said
like,
video games ain't dangerous? Who says video
yeah,
games
like
ain't
8
dangerous?
hours a day, man, just straight. Even though it tells you to take
Thumb
breaks and stuff.
sores, carpal tunnel.
No, not thumb, but carpal tunnel wrist thing. Man, definitely has some wrist problems, man. It's crazy. But yeah,
back in the day?
I've been digging the game, man. Sorry?
Mortal Kombat back in the day, blisters on the thumb. Like, mother effer, you're cheating.
And then do you see that one toy Kratos that they're gonna be putting out? I'm gonna have to get that one, man.
The 1/6 scale one.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like
the new one they just, huh?
Yeah, the massive one. I think that's going to be an awesome figure. I may be tempted to get one, but what worries me is that pleather that's on the elbow.
No,
So
that doesn't bother me.
Other than that, Kratos looks like an Assassin's Creed member without the hood.
Kratos looks a lot better than the Mondo version, in my opinion. Because Mondo made a 1/6 scale one.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that, and I see it, but Mondo's due to get their flowers. They're playing off of that nostalgia pick with Hino.
Yeah. Well, in other news, man, I got apparently Bo-Katan just dropped, the Hot Toys Bo-Katan, and I'm still waiting. Even though I paid for first batch treatment, it's been dropped for now 2 days. Oh, this is the second day, and mine from Toys Wonderland still has not shipped.
Oh man!
I paid the full payment first batch, so there's no payment system. It should have just gone straight out. Lou, what are you doing with the phone? Why were you seeing your tummy wabble or something? What is it?
I'm running so I don't get hit by a car.
Oh yeah, don't get hit by a car.
That would have been perfect TV.
But yeah, man, I emailed them, and I was like, "Hey, man, you guys sent me an email saying, hey, we got Bo-Katan in, we ship it out, same day, order it now." And I'm like, "Okay, but where's my email saying your pre-order is shipped? Where is that email?" And they're like, "Oh, we won't be shipping out until the 16th," is what they told me.
What the hell?
I was like, "What? We need first batch."
They won't ship out till the end of the week. If it releases on a Monday, it does not get to them for the next couple of days. They do their little checks and balances, and they send out that first wave. I'm talking about all of them.
I'm talking about Toys Wonderland.
I'm talking about all of them. I'm talking about all of them. All of them in Hong Kong.
I'm talking about Toys Wonderland, who sent me an email saying, "Hold on, I got the email. I'm gonna bring it up. Hold on." So
yeah, you got that. You got Landrock Toys. You got a bunch of other companies that's from Hong Kong. They have to wait about a week before you get it. Maz, be patient.
No, I'm not being patient. I paid the extra money for first batch. Dang it. Where is it? Hold on. Toys Wonderland.
I'm going to be the first one in hand.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to move this over here. You guys can see my email for a second. All right, so we're going to make this big and sexy on the screen. All right, so email, new release, Bo-Katan, Mark 46 Black Panther. It says ready to ship, and there's Bo-Katan, right? Although I have a pre-order with them. So if it's ready to ship, shouldn't they have shipped mine?
Negative. What they are doing is a marketing ploy so that way they can get you to click the button. That's one, first and foremost. Second, whenever you do your first batch orders, you're never the first one to get it, Maz. You're the last one to get it, even compared to me, when I get mine like maybe a month or two after its release.
I'm not doing any more first batch orders. This is my last one with anybody. I'm just going to order regularly now, man. So.
Yes, it is, my dear. It's bad.
I ordered this back in July of 2021, back when I was like, "Ooh, let's do a first batch." But yeah, That's what I got on. And then Hot Toys released dropped the pre-orders for the ATRT from Clone Wars. That looks pretty badass.
Yeah,
It
that's
does
dope.
actually.
I can't wait to get
Uh,
that. But yo, guys, I'm already here, so I'm gonna leave you
yeah,
guys
I
with
know
the
you
hit the
there,
like
man. You
button,
ran.
hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, bell notifications for more. And if you haven't followed Mars on,
Oh, did
And
we
he cut
lose
out.
him?
how you
Hey,
want to see
yeah, there he is.
your projects done up there? You know, do your thing. Do your thing. Peace.
All right, Lou. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. R3 says I quit pre-ordering. Yeah, I'm pretty much done too. It's just that she's an order, first batch pre-order that I did. I'm only doing actual release orders now. Well, Sideshow's not gonna let you do that either, man. They're ordering such small batches now. If you don't pre-order, you might miss out on the figure you actually want.
Ooh.
Bennikin said, "You played much Ragnarok much yet, Maz?" Yeah, I played about 16 hours worth. That's at the bare minimum too. Um, so yeah, ignore the second one. What? The second. I don't know what that means. But yeah, Pablo, is there anything else you want to go over, man, before we wrap up the show?
I think we covered the. I mean, yeah, no, I don't think. I mean, other than what I'm gonna be working on next, I'm gonna
Yes. What are you working on next, Pablo? Show us. Tell us.
I'm gonna be working on shooting the rest of these guys.
Ooh, he's cool. What is
Yeah,
that?
so these are the the Warhammer orcs from Joy Toy, the 118 scale. So here's
Ooh,
one of the
that's
wolf
118
marine.
scale. That
Yeah,
looks
this is
huge.
this is 118 scale.
Holy
Yeah, so
Christ,
they're bigger than your traditional 118 scale for sure. They got them scaled properly. So yeah, I'm gonna be shooting these guys.
man! I got paychecks coming. You're gonna make me spend this stuff before I even really formulate spending. I'm just like,
And I still got
Jesus.
some more Mythic Legions I need to shoot.
I know between you and Mythic Legions, announcing that stuff at the con, I was like, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. It's like I'm broke. I don't have
And
any ordered anything yet. The
and
only
I'm
saving
also
grace is this week I have one comic book come in on my pull list instead of like 10. So
oh, that's
it's
good.
$5 instead of 50.
Instead of
So
50, yeah. There you go. Aside
I'm
from
sorry,
that,
you were saying.
aside from that, I'm just gonna be shooting more toys. I need to shoot a good amount because next week I'll be out of town.
Ooh.
Uh, for Thanksgiving break, we're gonna go visit my
Oh,
mom, so I'll be
so we
gone all
won't have
week.
you Tuesday, is what you're saying, or will you still be here for
I'm
that?
gonna try. I can't guarantee
Okay.
that I'll be here Tuesday. I will try if I can take the laptop and set up my mic and everything at my mom's. I should be able to do it. I'm hoping I don't have any issues with the Wi-Fi there. But
Well, let me check the schedule real quick and make sure I'm even going to be able to do a show. 'Cause,
okay, yeah,
that would
just let me
probably be
know.
good.
Just let me
Well, I'm gonna
know.
check. I'm checking it right now
Okay.
because they have this cool website thing. I can just log in and be like, "Hey, here's my schedule."
Oh, nice.
So let's
That's
see here. Well, you should know that. I mean, you said you
no, they
work for
didn't
them.
have that when I worked at Target. Now I worked at Target
Oh,
a long. It's been a long time since I worked at Target.
okay. So next week on Tuesday, yeah, I can do a show. It's 8 to 4, so I
Okay.
work 8 to 4 that day.
I'll let you know
Wednesday.
more Monday for sure. Because we travel out Tuesday morning, I believe, and it's a 5 hour drive. So I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted on it.
Okay. Yeah, because yeah, that's weird that that's 8 to 4 on Tuesday because the rest of the week it's noon to like 8.
Oh well, okay.
So that I knew I had some of those shifts in there. I was like, well, maybe Tuesday's one of those shifts, in which case I won't have a show. But no, I'm liking that noon to 8 thing, man. That means I can get some sleep.
Yeah,
Oh my
you get to
god,
sleep. Yeah. You were able to
I get
stay up
some
a little late
sleep.
on Tuesday.
I'll be able to stay up a little late any day except for freaking
Oh,
Tuesday.
true.
Tuesday, be
Yeah.
like, I gotta be asleep Monday night because I gotta
Yeah.
be up at 8. Um, yeah. So yeah, man, guys, I really appreciate you all being here. So we will have a show next week. Pablo, I hope to have you, but if you have family stuff, I understand. If I hope it's not just me though. I'm really bad by myself. I
No, I would
start
definitely
getting
try. Like I
I
said,
start getting
I'm gonna
depressed
take.
because I'm all by myself, and
I'll
you
be
know,
taking my wife's laptop, and I'm gonna take the mic and the stuff I have here, and then I'm hoping, as long as I don't have issues with my mother's Wi-Fi, I should be good to go on that Tuesday.
Rock on, rock on. Well, I don't want to put you out too much, man. So if you can't make it, I understand. It's family. Maybe I can get R3 that week. You know.
Oh,
And you know
nice.
somebody else I want to hit up though. I want to hit up Mr. Lee. I want to see about getting him on here, man.
It'd be pretty cool to get down here.
I want to weasel that Galactus out of him too. That's what I gotta save my money for. Forget all these little guys, man. I need that Galactus because I got the Mezco Fantastic Four coming, and I need
nice.
Galactus to go with those Mezco Fantastic Fours, man.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty cool. Did you get the Doctor Doom as well from Mezco?
Yes. Imagine my Mezco Doctor Doom like holding off against a Galactus or something. Like from that point of perspective, like
that's because that Galactus comes with a Doctor Doom head to go on that Galactus. Yeah, it comes with the Doctor Doom head, and it comes with, of course, the skeleton.
He's got 4 different faceplates, right? Or he's got the Doctor Doom head and then like 3 faceplates. Because I've seen a skull faceplate, I've seen like a normal face, and then I've seen an angry face.
Yeah.
So, dude, I'm gonna spend some money. I'm buying that thing. I mean, I know he's on the resale now, so I got to save some money. Maybe I can get him after Christmas or something.
Yeah.
Although
I mean, that's the
get a
only way
better
you're gonna be able
price.
to get them now. Yeah, it's the resale
Right?
because that's the only way you're gonna get them now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay resale, but hopefully I can find one. But first, I got to pay Trevor.
Yes, and get that headless horseman, and once you get that in hands, you're gonna want to buy more Mythic Legions.
All right, man. Well, guys, thanks for being here. R3 Toys, thanks for enjoying it. Bennikin, have a great night. OG fan, thanks for popping in. Noble Young, Casper Corner, 6 Scale Steve, of course, Chase Magnitude, thanks for being here. Bruley, appreciate it. And we had another TJ, of course. Tom was here. Yeah, those wonderful toys. Philip the Fool, thanks, guys, for being here. We will see you next week. And if you can't make it due to family, I understand. So, again, thanks so much, guys. Appreciate it. And you guys have yourselves a great night. Thanks again.